Om Ajnanirampasya Chalakaya Chakshurudnidhyena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Vishtam Sthapitam Yena Kale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Kadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yuktapadakamala Sri Guru Vaishnavascha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Saravam Sajivam Sarvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Radha Krishna Padam Sahaganalali Sri Vishakamitascha He Krishna Karuna Sandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Tavaneshwari Prashatham Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Pancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya eva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namah Namah Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prestaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sundari Pasyatya Deshatarini Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Krishna. Welcome to all of you for today's session. Today we are going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam, 3rd canto, 31st chapter, sloka number 41. So, in yesterday's class we have discussed till sloka number 40. So, today we are going to discuss sloka 41. Just let me share my screen. So, we were discussing about Karmi Jiva, Vikarmi. So, Vikarmi Jiva we are discussing. So, now we'll further continue. Yam manyate patim vrishabhayati Stritvam Stri Sangatah Pratto Stritvam Stri Sangatah Pratto Vittapadya Grahapradam Vittapadya Grahapradam. A living entity who, as a result of attachment to a woman in his previous life, he has been endowed with the form of a woman. A living entity who, as a result of attachment to a woman in his previous life, he has been endowed with the form of woman. Foolishly looks upon Maya in the form of a man, her husband, as the bestower of wealth, progeny, house, and other material assets. Hatavidhi. हथकड़ी देखिए इसमें क्या कहा था in the last life those who are very much attached to their wife they will become in the next life woman and in the last life whoever is very much attached to a man husband like that so man and she will become man the next life so भगवद गीता से बोलती हैं भगवद गीता says यम यम वापि स्मरन् भावं त्यजत्यन्ते कलेवरम तम तमैवेति मद्भाव भाविता तम तमैवेति जिस जिस भाव से मैंने शरीर छोड़ते समय जो जो भाव रहेगा उसी भाव के अनुसार अगले जन्म अगले योनि प्राप्त होगा if someone is thinking about woman if he leaves his body because of out of attachment to a woman if he thinks about her while leaving his body the next life will become woman similarly a woman at the time of death if she thinks about man she will become man so we'll see the purport and then what that person that man who was thinking about woman out of attachment so what happened so he became woman in this life then what he will be what she will be expecting wealth पैसा चाहिए औरतों को क्या चाहिए पैसा और क्या चाहिए बच्चे चाहिए और घर चाहिए और संपत्ति यही चाहिए ना हर वक्त यही बोलती रहती घर में दिस इज द नेचर वर्ल्डली वुमन in general everyone even lunge devotee also they will be desiring for this yes yeah it's true they will not be happy at all you earn give but still they say I want more I want for my next generation also my grandchildren also they should be safe you earn it why you are sitting idle she'll be always kicking with his feet go and do this do that like how a farmer engages a bull how a farmer engages a bull on fields to plow the land similarly woman engages man in various activities to go and earn money Yamunanath, you are understanding you want to be a bull in the hands of woman माता जी आज थोड़ा सा बहुत अच्छा चलेगा फील मत करना है डराने में उनको सत्य बोलो दिव्य ज्ञान हृदय प्रकाशित हो बहुत अच्छे चाहते हैं लेकिन माता जी नहीं अच्छे हम लोग जल्दी जल्दी कर लेंगे जो बोलने बोल देंगे From this verse, it appears that a woman is also supposed to have been a man in his or her previous life. And due to his attachment to his wife, he now has the body of a woman. So most of the women who are there, they are all in the previous life, man. They were having the attachment to their wife and they became a woman actually. We say, Prabhupada is saying, he not doing it. And Kapila is saying, in the previous life you were all men. And now you became a woman because you had attachment for your wife so much. And he became your husband in this life. That woman became no husband. Bhagavad Gita confirms this. A man gets his next life's birth according to what he thinks at the time of death. If someone is too attached to his wife, naturally he thinks of his wife at the time of death. And in his next life, he takes the body of a man. Similarly, if a woman thinks of her husband at the time of death, naturally she gets the body of a man in the next life. All men, most of the people are in their last life, women actually. Because they were thinking about their husband, now they became man. It's advantage or not? It's advantage. Because woman body you left and you got man body is good. But man body you left and you became woman body, it is unfortunate. Woman body is painful body actually. Woman body is painful. Yes or no? Human body itself is a very painful body. It's very delicate, very sensitive. So much pain they has to handle. So that's why woman getting the man body is good. But man getting woman body is not good. It's bad. In Hindu scriptures, therefore, woman's chastity and devotion to a man is greatly emphasized. A woman's attachment to her husband may elevate her to the body of a man in her next life. बहुत लोगों हमारा हिंदू स्क्रिप्चर्स में ये कहा जाता है कि हर एक नारी को पतिव्रता बनने चाहिए, अपना पति का ही ध्यान छोड़ दो। वेरी गुड, नो प्रॉब्लम। सो हर एक नारी को पतिव्रता इसलिए बोला गया क्योंकि वो स्त्री होकर अपना पति को ज्यादा मान हर वक्त चिंतन करती रहेगी, तो मृत्यु काल में भी पति का ही चिंतन करेगी। तो नेक्स्ट लाइफ में क्या होगा, उनको मेल बॉडी मिलेगा, एडवांटेज हो जाएगा। इसीलिए आप सबको मेल बॉडी मिलेगा। इसीलिए लाइफ में सब लोग वुमन थे, पतिव्रता नारी। हाँ, whoever is previously male, they were thinking about their wife, that's why they became now woman in this life. A woman's attachment to her husband may elevate her to the body of a man in her next life. But a man's attachment to a woman will degrade him, and in the next life he will get a body of a woman. So we should always remember, as it is stated in Bhagavad Gita, that both the gross and subtle material bodies are dresses. So in the previous life she was man, and now she became woman in this life. And what it shows? Very good. So in this verse it is indicated that the body of a man should not be misused to forming an attachment to woman and thus becoming too entangled in material enjoyment, which will result in getting a body of woman in the next life. That's why, fortunately, all male in this life, they were mostly women in the previous life. Because of their chastity towards their husband, they became now man. Now in the man body, they should not think once again about woman. Otherwise, it will be use of the waste of the getting male body. What they should do being in the male body? What they should do? They should not. Man should not be misused. Man should not misuse through forming an attachment to woman. So even in the family life also there should not be attachment. और 24 घंटा बस एक ही बात, मैं आपका हूँ, आप मेरा हो और मैं आपका हूँ। ऐसा बोल बोल के दिन भर इसी का सुनना चाहती है औरत, और ये भी ऐसे बोलते रहेगा तो क्या होगा, नेक्स्ट लाइफ में वुमन बन जाएगा ये भी। ये नहीं रहना चाहिए। There should not be any attachment. It's very dangerous. Even the devotee woman, they should understand that These material relationships are not permanent. These are all only for time being. They should always focus on how to become Krishna conscious. They should not, वो औरत का आदत होता है अपना पूरा इमोशनल बर्डन पूरा उस पर थोप देंगे हर एक चीज का तुम ऐसा रिएक्ट होना चाहिए ऐसा रिएक्ट होना चाहिए ऐसा रिएक्ट होना चाहिए ऐसे एक बहुत बड़ा लिस्ट बना के बैठती ऐसा रिएक्ट नहीं होते तो उसका दर्जी उड़ जाएगा ताना मारते रहेंगे तुमको मेरा प्रति कोई प्रेम नहीं है ये नहीं है वो नहीं है तो इससे क्या होगा भक्ति होगा कुछ भी भक्ति नहीं होगा ना उसकी होगा ना उनका होगा दोनों ऐसे मिलके गड्ढा में गिर जाएंगे इसीलिए क्या करना चाहिए दे शुड नॉट बी टू मच अटैचमेंट बस मिलके रह के भक्ति करने के लिए जितना अटैचमेंट चाहिए उतना रखना है बस ज्यादा रखेंगे इसीलिए जिसको ये समझने ना समझने वाली पत्नी मिला जो गृहस्थ को पत्नी समझती नहीं है हर एक चीज का इमोशंस का सपोर्ट चाहिए पूरा एकदम ताना मारती रहती अब तो उनका जीवन क्या है नरक है तो वो क्या करना चाहिए उस समय घर छोड़ के जंगल चलना है ये कौन बोला प्रभुपाद बोल रहे मैं बोलूं क्या मैं नहीं बोला माता जी मैं परपुट में दिखाता हूँ इसमें एक भी बात मेरा नहीं है मुझे आप लोग मारने के लिए डंडा लेके नहीं आया हम सत्य बोल रहे थे एकदम सत्य वेणुगोपाल सत्य ही बोल बिना प्रमाण में कुछ भी नहीं बोल आई विल नेवर स्पीक एनी लाइक सो इसीलिए माता उनको भी समझना चाहिए women also they should understand purpose of life is not getting material pampering all the time I need pampering I need this and he should be always attracted towards me and he should always feel that getting me as a great boon for him and he should always express this thing in every moment every day at least 20 times if they keep this kind of ideology that life is a hell life actually they should be balanced they should develop their emotions towards Krishna not towards their husband so-called husband what he will do actually he's also having the limited energy actually so nothing so बुद्ध की जैसा है कब फट जाएगा पता नहीं so that's why a Krishna conscious woman should be very strong and she has to divert her emotions towards whom Krishna so Krishna is the real person who can reciprocate with you the way you want the love he only can give actually it's the general nature of the woman that means she is always expecting care and love and so attachment that is only possible with whom but Krishna only he is conditioned male what they can do थोड़ा उनको पूरा इच्छा हुआ काम का जागने लगा तो आपके पास आएगा और काम का खत्म हो गया तो वो बस भागेगा और अपना काम अपना दुनिया देखते रहेंगे so you cannot expect any kind of real love whatever you need that is only possible with Krishna so that's why they should love only Krishna only as per duty what you should do you do otherwise if you have too much attachment from the family life so much pampering from your husband and care love this and that it is not possible in this material world okay a woman is generally fond of household prosperity ornaments furniture and dresses she is satisfied when the husband supplies all these things sufficiently yeah it's the nature of woman desiring some property ornaments furniture dresses it's not wrong actually woman generally she expects this a man definitely has to supply all this as per his capacity woman also should understand the husband's capacity whatever he can do that she should be so satisfied with that where he is writing this line is written where in Kardamuni in 22nd chapter 23rd chapter purpose if you read you can understand that Prabhupada is writing Kardamuni was not giving anything but still devotee is so happy and serving loyally to him. It's not that they, hey, I was queen, I was princess, and you are not giving anything. What is this? Did he question? Did she question like that? No. She was so happy. She was understanding the mood of her husband and so following. Similarly, so mothers, women, they should understand. Krishna conscious mothers also, they should understand the goal of the life is not this so-called prosperity, ornaments, furniture, dresses. No, is becoming more and more strong Krishna consciousness. They should be satisfied whatever is given by their husband. And husbands also, they should understand psychology of the woman, and they should definitely supply at least some dresses in festivals and some ornaments, some good property, little bit whatever you can do, you should do that. So that they will not be outblast. As एकदम फट करके वो लोग एकदम ऐसा मेरा क्योंकि that's why they want security. If you earn nice property and you keep show a backup, then they will be happy, peacefully, because that is nature. They feel always some security. Security with you, from you, and also security from wealth. But if you don't do that, and if you become, I want to be like a Babaji, I don't want this, I don't want that, then why you married? Huh? You couldn't have married her. Better, na? So it should be balanced. Both male and female should understand the purpose of life and also understand the circumstance, and nicely they should cooperate each other and go to back to Godhead. The relationship between man and woman is very complicated. Very complicated it is. It's impossible to understand. What is nature of woman understanding is impossible actually. Similarly, for women also, what is understand male nature of the male is for their psychology, male psychology is like a strange thing. Similarly, for male psychology, woman psychology is also one strange thing. Both will not match. But nowadays they are going for the lesbian and homosexual. That is another bad thing. That is not the that is not the right thing. That's not natural actually. That is the worst thing. So here my point is, so both they are different species. Male and female are different species means they are different units actually. So that's why, but they can easily cooperate each other. When woman is having chastity and faithfulness. So if she is humble, faithful and chaste, automatically man can be easily so controlled by her. ऐसा उनका पूरा एकदम पल्लू को बांध के घुमा सकती है. When she is chaste and faithful, if she is always doing the arguments, fighting, this and that, because their psychologies are not matching, it will not match at all. That's a nature's law. And what is the thing? Woman should be submissive and man should be responsible. Man should be responsible. ऐसा नहीं आवारा जैसे घूमते रहेंगे, कुछ भी नहीं करूंगा काम. Our woman should be always chaste and faithful. If these two are there in the male and female, then they both will be so happy. That family life will become very nice. Okay.
There was one question asked today. Why
in your CP. What is? Can you repeat the last line? In the purport it is written. According to present position.
But under the direction of God or the people, it is also
It's true because you see, here family life means not one person. So I became Vairagi and now, but the partner is not in that level. When Devahuti, actually, if you see Devahuti, Kartamuni asked actually, Devahuti, I got spiritual realizations. So, who are serving so much for me, and you became completely disformed. Actually, you became so thin. That means you serve a lot. So now I want to share my spiritual relations with you. When he said like this, what Devuti said, but I want children. He said that I want children. Then even he realized these spiritual things, that means spiritual relations he got, Kardamuni. But what about the wife? Wife is she served like anything. She submitted herself to him and she served. Then in that circumstance, what he has to do? He has to satisfy her desire. What happened in the case of Kashyap and Diti? Diti was forcing. So it's a duty actually. Of course, consciousness should not be contaminated. Kashyapa is not so lusty and attached to her, and he was feeling, yes, I want also have sex. It's not like that. It's a duty of husband to satisfy wife if situation is like that. But husband should maintain it's my duty only, it's not my lust. Similarly, in the case of Kardamuni, so it's his duty. She served and she is asking a child, baby. And baby, they cannot have just like that. For that, there is need of nice environment, nice atmosphere, so that child will be nice. The atmosphere and her body is so attractive, then Kardamuni's interest will be more, then baby boy will be taking birth, getting birth. Boy will be appearing in that movie. So that's why that is also needed. Kardamuni, from the beginning, he knows he's going to get 9 daughters and 1 boy. So, but that's why even he knows, but from his side, he didn't approach her and I want to give children. And he said that I want spiritual relations, I want to give it and I will go away. But now what she said? No, 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 I want children. So that's why he gave.
Like just written here, Prabhupada writes in this way, the answer is that not everyone is popular. They will from a people knowledge. This is what they
Yeah, yeah. And that's a male's duty actually. If now both are committed as a family, so one is lagging, so second one's duty is taking her. So ऐसा नहीं कि एकदम मुंह पर मार के चले जाएंगे, ऐसा नहीं. So time being satisfy her and then after that, so he has to be patient to raise the consciousness of her. He should be patiently raising her consciousness. Because you committed for her and she committed for you. And it's the duty of husband to raise the consciousness of wife. It's the duty of the guru to raise the consciousness of his wife. So husband is like a guru. And he has to make sure ऐसे नहीं कि लस्ती होकर उसके पीछे जाएंगे और वो उठे लेके जाएंगे तो पूरा फालतू. Husband has to take the leading actually in spiritual life. And woman automatically, so she will follow him faithfully. So sometimes it may happen, sometimes woman may be advanced, male may be, so husband may not be that much advanced. But it is also a little awkward situation. So male should take lead. Male should take lead and he should be responsible. Should be responsible. And anything is needed, even in conception also, that is only for the purpose of getting children, that's all. And not that enjoyment is there. But initially they may not have the feeling of, yes, It is only my dharma and I should not have any attachment. Young people, they may not have prematurity because of not advancing in spirituality. But they should remember in the mind, this is not for the enjoyment. The sex life is not for the enjoyment, but only for getting children. And they has to change their mental attitude actually. It's not for the enjoyment, no. ऐसा एंजॉयमेंट में जाएंगे तो दोनों जाएंगे गड्ढा में गिर के पूरा समाधि हो जाएगा इसी संसार में. It will be very bad actually. There is no purpose of them marrying. Devotees marriage. What is the use? So that's why too much attachment is not good. Only that much attachment should be there so that family life can run. And in the due course of time, when they get the age of 50, then they should say permanently, Tata, bye bye. Permanent Tata they should say. Because no, this is not the way. With the material attachment and Krishna Prem will not go together. So you have to check inside all the time. You should ask your question whether I have material attachment or only sake of duty I am following my duties. You have to think actually. Both. Female also should think. If you are always still feeling that material pampering and material affection and love, that is not a good. Maybe it looks so nice for you, but your time is going out. ऐसा मुंह खोल के बैठा कौन मृत्यु देवता दोनों को हरण कर लेगी. अभी दोनों को पैम्परिंग करते बैठेंगे जिंदगी भर तो बस वो आके खा के खत्म कर दिए. और उसके बाद कौन कहाँ जाएंगे किसको पता है. वो पति नहीं है, वो पत्नी नहीं है. बस दो जीवात्मा अपना अपना कर्म के अनुसार अलग अलग चले जाएगा. बस हो गया. लेकिन आप अभी तक सोचे यही मेरे जीवन है. पति पत्नी को सोचा, पत्नी पति को सोचा, लेकिन मृत्यु आके दोनों को अलग कर देती है. इट विल मेक बोथ ऑफ देम सेपरेट. हु विल सेपरेट? मृत्यु देवता, डेथ. मृत्यु देवता आप बोलेंगे हम दोनों को एक बार ले जाओ, ले जाएगी क्या? नहीं बोलती. नहीं नहीं नहीं. आप लोगों का कमिटमेंट्स वो आप लोग जो भी बनाए वो आपके तक ही है. मैं अपना कर्म के अनुसार मैं काम करता हूँ. और इनको अभी जाना है और 10 साल बाद वो जाएगी. नहीं तो अभी ये जाएंगे और 10 साल बाद हो जाएंगे. तब किसको पैम्परिंग करेंगे आप? हाँ? That's why these are all very temporary. Better to be fixed in Krishna consciousness. In the stage of Krishna consciousness, however, such a restriction of association may be slackened because if man's and woman's attachment is not to each other but to Krishna. So their attachment should be for Krishna, not for each other. Yeah. Then both of them are equally eligible to get out of the material entanglement and reach the abode of Krishna. Next. Tamatmano vijaniya patya grihatmakam Daivopasaditam mrityum mrugayor gayanam yata. A woman therefore should consider her husband, her house, her children to be the arrangement of the external energy of the Lord for her death. ये मृत्यु है एक्चुअली. पति, घर, बच्चे सभी क्या हैं उनके लिए मृत्यु समान. Just as the sweet singing of a hunter is death for the he. So for women also man is like a attachment, is a burden actually in progressing in spiritual life. If there is a too much material attachment and material pampering and emotional support, if too much emotional support is needed, then it is a baggage actually for the growth in spiritual life. पति हर वक्त, पत्नी हर क्षण मेरे सामने ही रहना है और वो हर वक्त एक्सप्रेस करना है कि आई लव यू, आई लव यू, आई लव यू बोल। नहीं तो हर वक्त वो दिखाना है कि आपके बिना हम नहीं रह सकते, ऐसा डिमांड है पति का। देन दिस इज a baggage for women to progress in spiritual life. Similarly, vice versa. All the time, wife is asking, he should express to me that without me he cannot live, and he always should feel of need me. He should feel need of mine. He should need me, and without me he should not live. Like that, she is expecting such a reciprocation. If she is expecting from her husband, then what he will do? Whether he can he focus on studies of Shastra? No, it's not possible. Simply pampering will be going on. And all the time there is small things and misunderstanding and thinking that you are not loving me, you are not caring me, you are not liking me. Now you don't like me. Now your need is over. You don't need me. Like this 100 complaints she will be keep on putting on him, or other he will putting on her. All the time try to pamper. Then what is the limit for this? Then by that they become 70 years, 75 still they have the same fight. From the day one, when they married, from the first night to the last night, before death. Before death is the last night actually. Till the time, if they keep on complaining each other and they try to pamper each other, try to satisfy materially that I am there for you only. To prove this, and the whole life he finished or she finished, then what is Krishna consciousness? Nothing. Waste of the time. So that's why don't become emotional baggage for your partner. So your attachment should be towards Krishna, not towards the so-called material man or woman, or husband or wife. So then what about if someone got the non-devotee wife or husband? Then what they should do? What they should do? They should tolerate and progress in Krishna consciousness. If it became too much, that's they should take like it's really Lord's mercy. Like King Anga, how he was treating when he got son Vena, such a bad, cruel boy he got as a son. How Anga was treating? Initially he felt so bad, but after that he felt that wow, it's Lord's mercy because I am not going to have attachment for my son. It is also the biggest stumbling block in devotional life. Attachment to son and daughter is another big stumbling block. To satisfy them, to please them, you will leave your bhakti process. Now you are reading Bhagavatam, but your boy, your son is started complaining something. Now you will close it and go and you try to pamper him. What is this? Simply so block actually, stumbling block. Like similarly daughter. So family life, being in family life, doing divorce is ordinary thing. It's a very tough thing actually. That's why you are also great. Even you are all having such a tough situation, but still you are coming and sitting here and hearing every day 2.5 3 hours of Bhagavatam is a really great achievement. Huh? So supposed to that. Yeah, I'll definitely pray to Radha Govindji. You all should become successful in your spiritual journey. So, but keep that maintain that determination. So, at one extent, what will happen? You are not able to satisfy your partner. So, then you become helpless and dependent on whom? Krishna. And you take that situation as the arrangement of Krishna. So, for your detachment towards that wife or husband, and accept this truth, and don't go for second marriage. No, it's the worst thing. Because second marriage, you may get even worse person than partner. Prabhupada says there is no second chance in marriage. Take one, whatever the things you get, suffer it actually. Suffer that, and so that it will be purifying your karma actually. And suffer that and accept the truth actually, and feel that it is really so. It's Lord's arrangement for me to progress in my devotion without any attachment for the so-called things. Like this, you should take. That's all. This is only the solution. Don't try to fight with her or him. Please don't fight. Bear it and tolerate that. That is the good solution, actually. That's the best solution. You may say, Prabhu, it's very difficult. Whatever may be it is. Whatever may be difficult, you have no other chance, actually. Yes, bear it. So that is the best solution. They will change at some time. In the instructions of Lord Kapila, it is explained that not only is woman the gateway to hell for man, but man is also the gateway to hell for. It is a question of attachment. A man becomes attached to a woman because of her service, her beauty, and many other assets. And similarly, a woman becomes attached to a man for his giving her a nice place to live, ornaments, dress, children, all this. So, to impress women, what you need? You need being a responsible person. If you are a very responsible person, you are supplying time to time whatever she needs, she will be with you. If you are not able to do that, then she will look for the other means from her parents, from her brother, this and that. Then your family life will be like a struggle actually. She will never respect you, but you demand respect, and there is a fight. Then disturbances. Then these family members also will involve in between these you two. Completely hell. So that's why every man should become responsible to maintain his family. He should work hard to maintain his family and to satisfy the need of her wife, his wife. She will demand. So ornaments and these things, definitely that will happen. But women also should be cautious of how much I should ask. She should know that her husband's capacity, not that asking me like Ambani's wife, how she will ask like that, you cannot ask. One necklace, so 100 crores. Should not ask like that. Okay, my husband capacity this much, okay, he gave this, be happy. And focus on Krishna consciousness. Then it's good. So man also so much addicted to service of wife. She is serving so nicely. But you should remember that this service also poison for me. And don't show any dry like a rejection of that. Dryly don't reject that. So don't hurt wife. You should be patiently deal it very tactfully. Oh मैं बहुत बड़ा वैरागी बन गया हट तुम दूर जाओ ऐसा स्मशान वैरागी नहीं दिखाना you have to be carefully. That means you should understand that your goal is getting Krishna consciousness and you should not get attracted to the service of woman. You should be trying to be self-sufficient because after going to the forest, you have to cook yourself. Begging the alms, begging the rice and grains, he has to cook. Don't get habituated to nice dishes. If I don't have the dishes, then I cannot live my life. I cannot eat. This is another attachment actually. Attachment for services. If I have only the hot water which is given by wife, then only I can bathe. And everything should be arranged. No, you should practice that. You should become yourself self-sufficient. So that is the indication you are giving indication to your wife that I am ready to go. That's needed actually. Don't be that means so much That means materially pampering. Oh, you are a nice servant, you are doing so nice service. So I love you, I like you, you are without you, I cannot live. In next life also I'll be with you. These things, stop it. Such a material romantic stories you might be heard, and those things you should not practice. Being a Krishna conscious devotee, one's vision, his path, his goal. So that's why every man should be very closely associating with whom? With the Guru. If you lose your connection with your Guru, and Guru may be Siksha Guru or whoever guiding you closely, you should always maintain very strong relationship with whom? Guru. From there you get energy. So to come out from this kind of attachments from family, children, women, and so on. Similarly, you should help your wife also, your partner. You should convince her. This is the fact actually. Life is meant for practicing Krishna consciousness. Life is not meant for pampering each other. But if attachment is transferred to Krishna, both of them become Krishna conscious, and then marriage is very nice. So man and woman should live together as householders in relationship with Krishna. Only the word only should be bold or highlighted. Only for the purpose of discharging duties in service of Krishna. और बाकी बाकी का कोई स्थान नहीं, बाकी सब सेकेंडरी. लेकिन प्रभु जी इतना रेडी नहीं है मेरा पार्टनर, तो टाइम दे दो. Then you should dedicate your partner, giving time. But you have to give time, and you have to, by hook or crook, you have to raise the consciousness of your partner and come to the stage of what? So discharging duties in the service of Krishna. If you are not able to do, then you make them to associate powerful devotee who can raise their consciousness. आपसे नहीं हो रहा, आपसे नहीं हो पाते तो बस. So then you make them get a good association. Women should get women association, not the male association. No. You should not allow your wife should be counseled by some male. That's not good. That's very bad. Huh? Last line is, so woman should be counseled by woman. Male should be counseled by male. You should not allow your wife be counseled by another male. This is not a good idea actually. This should not go on. Whenever woman is associated with another male, automatically there will be a chances of corruption actually. So personal counseling you should not. You can give a general class, but no personal counseling. किसी औरत का कुछ समस्या है, आप बहुत एकदम डीपली इन्वॉल्व हो जाएंगे इसमें, गया काम से. It's not good. Some bondage will be coming then from that. Definitely it will come. Initially it looks like spiritual benefit you are going to give, but ultimately it will end up with what? Material attachment. It may be the soft level, it may be the deep, but it will be there. It will become a bondage. So that's why elderly mothers in the congregation, they should counsel young girls in their family life. Similarly, so elderly congregation members, they should counsel the younger boys in their family. No free mixing of male and female. That's not good. Especially persons, if they keep on saying, and especially for brahmacharis and sannyasis, they should not at all entertain anything actually, this kind of opposite sex coming and expressing something of their heart. If they keep on hearing, then definitely they will go out from the path of devotion at one point of time. देहेन जीव भूतेन लोकान् लोकमनुव्रजन् भुञ्जान एव कर्माणि करोत्यविरतं पुमान्. Due to his particular type of body, the materialistic living entity wanders from one planet to another, following fruitive activities. In this way, he involves himself in fruitive activities and enjoys the result incessantly. Incessantly. So this is the thing. Changing body after body. Huh? Because of fruitive activities, change keep on body. Different types of body. And getting the different types of experiences. This karmi jiva is like this. When the living entity is engaged in the material body, he is called jiva bhuta. And when he is free from the material body, he is called brahma bhuta. By changing his material body, birth after birth, he travels not only in the different species of life, but also from one planet to another. Lord Chaitanya says that the living entities bound by fruitive activities are wandering in this way throughout the whole universe. And if by some chance or by pious activities they get in touch with a bona fide spiritual master by the grace of Krishna, then they get the seed of devotional service. You all remember the transcendental diagram? Without this diagram, concept what in who is this? Huh? Mahavishnu. हंसी थोड़ा जनरली आप लोग हंसते नहीं क्यों ब्रह्मचारी बहुत हंसते हैं क्रूज लोग कभी कभी हंसते नहीं मैं बहुत बार देखता रहता हूँ कभी हंसते नहीं बहुत कम हंसते हैं क्यों ऐसा अभी नहीं मैं कोई भी चीज हम बोलते हैं ना उसको हंसते नहीं हंसने वाली चीज भी हंसते नहीं बहुत सीरियसली डर लगता है मुझे क्या मुझे कुछ गड़बड़ बोल रहा हूँ क्या हंसी है बस योगा प्रैक्टिस में हंसते हैं ना वैसा परसों प्रभु थोड़ा सा हंसना चाहिए Mahavishnu, in him, all the jivas are covered with what? Avidya and what they are accompanied with? Karma. So, whenever he desires that ekoham bahusyama, that means whenever he feels that he wants to become many, then who will come out from him? Prakriti will come out. First, who will come out? Prakriti will come out. Prakriti will come out, and what he will do in the next moment? He will glance and he will send all these jivas into Prakriti, and then from this Prakriti, 24 elements will come, and those will be forming as what? So many Brahmandas. So, and each and every Brahmanda, so Karnanusaya Vishnu is entering into in the form of Garbhodakasaya Vishnu, he fill it, and he will keep the, in every Brahmanda, there is a 24 element chunk will be there. That thing he'll keep in his stomach, and then after that, what he'll be producing after 1,000 years? Stem, lotus will come. So Brahmaji is coming, Virat Rupa is coming. And now Vijivas are where they are? In the lotus. So in the lotus they are. And now Brahmaji is giving subtle and gross bodies. So like this, so after 100 years of Brahmaji, all these jivas, in the span of the 100 years of Brahmaji, these jivas got this so much karma. And so much karma. And at the end of the 100 of years, then everything is annihilated. So they all go into the Mahavishnu again. With what? With subtle body they go? No, subtle and gross bodies they go and merge into Prakriti. They go back into Prakriti. And who will go into Mahavishnu? Jiva with what? Pure Jiva? Avidya and Karma. So here, so like this, how many times it is going to happen? Unlimited times it will keep on happening. So then who is going to save this Jivatma? to come out from this cycle, coming out from Karna, Anasa, Vishnu and going inside. So this cycle, how it can be stopped? By the only method is what? Association of sadhu. So sadhu can be gnani or bhakta. If they get the gnani association, they go into Brahman realization. Bhakta sadhu means he'll get one kind of Bhagavad Prapti. Okay. This you should remember all the time. Don't forget this process. थोड़ा टाइम लगे, सबकी जो भी है मेमोरी में रजिस्टर करना है. ये प्रोसीजर, यही मेरा लक्ष्य है. ये पूरा प्रोसीजर को रजिस्टर करके जाना है. Next. So, if they get the sadhu, that's what Prabhupada did, with a bona fide spiritual master. If that Jivatma, fortunate means what? Fortunately, he can get Guru. So that fortune comes from where? For Jivatma? From where? That auspiciousness will come from where for Jivatma? To get a Guru. Huh? Krishna. What, Mataji? Now I am Vishnu and staying in this. So 100 years of Brahmaji lifetime, he is getting different bodies and going out, going inside to the Paramatma, that's Mahavishnu, and coming out, going inside. So this Jivatma will get Guru. How it is he will get Guru? Wow, Parama Swatantra Bhagavad Bhakta Sangha Tat Krupa Jata Mangalodaya. मंगल का उदय होना चाहिए, तभी जाकर वो जीवात्मा गुरु चाहिए करके सोचने लगेगी. तो कब मंगल उदय होगा? जब परम स्वतंत्र भक्त माने साधु का जब कृपा मिलेगा, तभी जाकर उसको पता चलेगा कि मुझे भगवान एक हैं और उनको हम पाना है. पाने के लिए मुझे एक गाइड चाहिए, एक गुरु चाहिए. एक कौन है? कौन सा जीवात्मा ऐसा सोचेगी? जिसको संग मिला, कृपा मिला साधु का, तब जाकर वो. नहीं तो क्या करेगी वो? इस साधु का संग ही नहीं मिलते तो क्या करेगी? धर्मार्थ काम करो, कमाओ और मजा लो, यही चलता रहेगा और कुछ नहीं करेगी. जब तक साधु का एसोसिएशन नहीं मिलेगा, तब तक कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. तो जब वो सोचेगी, माने मुझे गुरु चाहिए, मुझे और भी अच्छा से जानना चाहता हूं भगवान के बारे में, तब भगवान क्या करेंगे? खुद ही बाहर में गुरु के रूप में मैनिफेस्ट होकर उनको गाइड करेंगे. नहीं तो चित्त में चैत्य गुरु होकर भी गाइड करेंगे. तो इसीलिए आपको ये लाइन ठीक से समझ में आना चाहिए. bona fide spiritual master, मैं ये क्या पूछ रहा हूं? If by some chance or by past activities they get in touch with a bona fide spiritual master, ये by chance means what you think? परम स्वतंत्र भगवत भक्त संग तज्जात कृपा मंगलोदयेन. That is the meaning of by chance. So okay, our past activities means they kripa. You should take like that. After getting this seed from the Guru, he will be getting the clear, that means direction. Yes, you have to become servant of the Lord. So Sadhu is giving the initial kripa, but Guru will be giving the clear direction to him to become devotee of the Lord. So then after that, so you will be doing. If one sows it within his heart and pours water on it by hearing and chanting, regularly he should hear. So regularly he should hear. After getting Guru from him, he should keep on hearing Shravana Guru. He should do Shravanam and do Mananam also. So that he should get the Dhrashraddha. and then after that he should become complete surrendered devotee of the Lord. Okay, this procedure is, please remember, because if I ask what is the way the Jivatma initially where they are, what is happening, so what is the role of sadhu, what is the role of guru, all that I'm confused. Every branch, everywhere. That may be the Faridabad, that may be Juhu, that may be the Pune, that may be anywhere. Why so many different answers? It should not right actually. Clearly it is written everywhere, but so much confusion. Why? This is the thing actually. Please register it in your minds. Kind of pious activity. Pious activity means so that krupa of the sadhu. Seven chapter means sugar. तो सेवन में शो है होता कि जिस मनुष्य ने शब्दों में और योजना में प्रेरण की है वो पुण्य कर्म से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है। मतलब विश्वनाथ जी स्पष्ट लिखते हैं कि ये पुण्य कर्म से कुछ नहीं होने वाले हैं, जब महत संघ की कृपा मिलेगा, महत का कृपा मिलेगा तभी होगा। उस कमेंट्री में एक दिन पढ़ा के मैं सुनाता हूँ। मेटीरियल पार्टी से कभी भी कोई भी व्यक्ति भगवान की तरफ मुड़ेंगे नहीं, हो ही नहीं सकते। क्यों? क्योंकि जीवात्मा तटस्थ शक्ति है, और इन एलिमेंट से आप कितना भी कॉम्बिनेशन, कितना भी कुछ भी करो, उससे आपको कभी भी वो जो अंतरंगा शक्ति है, भगवान का स्वरूप अंतरंगा शक्ति मैनिफेस्ट हुआ और उसकी तरफ आपको, और अचिंत्य है, उसकी तरफ आपका माने चेतना मुड़ता ही नहीं, संभव नहीं होगा। इसलिए पार्टी से कुछ नहीं होना। यस प्रभु। हाँ, भक्त सुकृति ऐसा इनिशियली सम डिवोटी so association he should get, by that so he keep on getting chance to get even the devotees association or devotees dust or something else. So bhakti begins with initially by the sadhu's mercy only. भक्ति yeah. ऐसा कोई किसान फूल उगाते हैं, वो फूल मंदिर में आ रहा है, तब तो उनको भी कुछ भक्ति सुख आते हैं, लेकिन ऐसा भाग्य उनके लिए क्यों आया? कहीं ना कहीं किसी न किसी जन्म में उनको भक्त की संगति होकर कृपा मिला, तभी होता है। नहीं तो इतना लोगों को फूल सब तो नहीं आ रहे इधर, उन्हीं का क्यों आ रहे? ये कारण है। ये इसके पीछे का कुछ होता है? नहीं कुछ नहीं होता, वो तो पूरा आहित की या उसका कोई कारण नहीं। यस तो this Bhagavad Kripa is not beginningless. Bhagavad Kripa is not beginningless. Not Jiva's condition is beginningless. Yes. अनादिकाल से जीव है, वो अपने अविद्या और कर्म से हटा हुआ, और जो साधु कृपा है वो तो अनादि नहीं, वो नहीं, इस जीवात्मा के लिए अनादि नहीं। जिसका मतलब इस जन्म में भी सर्कुलर फ्लावर्स का है, इस जन्म में परम सुख भी, इसीलिए कहने में से फ्लावर उगाया। यस हो सकता है। तो इसीलिए तो ये कृपा साधु का ही हाथ में है, साधु किसी के अधीन में नहीं, भगवान की अधीन में भी नहीं। So unless one gets the opportunity to associate with a bona fide spiritual master by the grace of the Lord, there is no possibility of one's liberation from the cycle of birth and death. So गुरु की कृपा से ही हम लोगों स्पिरिचुअल जीवन में आगे बढ़ते हैं। So गुरु बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट, pleasing guru is the most important thing in our life. Because whatever the anarthas which we cannot destroy by our own bhajan, those will be destroyed by Guru's mercy actually. So that's why if someone is not able to feel enthusiasm in devotional life because of his anarthas, and because of his anarthas, he is not feeling any bhajan to do. So that's why these anarthas cannot be destroyed. Then what he should do? He should go and take the shelter of Guru. जीवो ह्यस्यानुगो देहो भूतेन्द्रिय मनोमयः तन्निरोधोऽस्य मरणम् आविर्भावस्तु संभवः. In this way, the living entity gets a suitable body with material mind and senses according to his fruitive activities. When the reaction of his particular activity comes to an end, the end is called death. So, in this body, the last action is this is the last action. And after death, even they may do so much expenses in medical, but no use is out. And when a particular type of reaction begins, that beginning is called birth. So birth and death, like this. So karmic reaction is in this body is over, then that is death to that body. And karmic reaction in the new body begins, then that is so birth. So this is materialistic life involves a series of actions and reactions. So you are doing the new things and you are getting the reactions of old things, and you are doing the new things, and these new things are going to give results in the future. This life is nothing but what actions and reactions. And Jivatma is not doing anything. Jivatma is what it is doing? It is claiming. It's claiming. Everything is done by whom? Prakriti. Prakrute krimanani gunaihi karmani sarvashaha. But Jivatma being behind of all this scene, what it is doing? Being covered by the avidya, forgetting himself, and being covered by the ahankara, it is claiming whatever is happening in the body or mind or intelligence as his own. That is the meaning. Ahankara vimudatma. Vimudatma kon? Who is vimudatma? Huh? Who is vimudatma? Tell me. Not you. You already after me you heard. So who is vimudatma? Tell me in this, who is vimudatma? The Jivatma which is covered with avidya and also covered with ahankara. That Jivatma is vimudhatma. And what it is doing? Kartaham iti manite. But everything is done by now. If you keep a pen in front of the eyes and that pen is seen, and in the intelligence knowledge is produced, this is pen. But now Jivatma, what it thinks? I am knowing this object. But who is knowing actually? Intelligence is knowing. And it's a beautiful pen. Desiring. Who desires? Mind desires. But he thinks that philosophy, Amara, the very foundation. If you have a doubt, elaborately if you want, today afternoon I did class for Brahmacaris about this in detail. Please hear that. Send link, you please send for me. Yaduna. You'll send link. Then you can discuss. We don't have much time. So these actions and reactions always happening in the subtle and gross bodies, but Jivatma, which is covered with avidya, thinks that he is cause for that. He's thinking that he is cause for that. And he is the doer, and he is the enjoyer. Inherently, Jivatma has the enjoying capacity. Inherently, Jivatma is having the sense of I. Inherently, Jivatma is having the knowledge. But now, because of being covered by the avidya, it is forgetting who is he. And on top of that, because of the ahankara, it is thinking, getting the false abhimana, falsely sense of I, it is getting towards mind, intelligence also. Next. द्रव्योपलब्ध लब्धिस् लब् द्रव्योपलब्धिस्थानस्य द्रव्येक्षा योग्यता यदा तत्पञ्चत्वमहम्मान उत्पत्तिर्द्रव्यदर्शनम् यथाक्ष्णो द्रव्यावयव दर्शनायोग्यता यदा तदैव चक्षुषो द्रष्टृत्वा योग्यतानयो. When the eyes lose their power to see color or form due to morbid afflictions of the optic nerve, the sense of sight becomes deadened. The living entity who is the seer of both the eyes and the sight loses his power of vision. The same way, when the physical body, the place where perception of objects occurs, is rendered incapable of perceiving, that is known as death. When one begins to view the physical body as one's very self, that is called birth. Okay, if you can read this. Tasmannah karyah santraso nakarpanyam na sambrama buddhva jiva gatim dhiro mukta sangascharediha. Therefore, one should not view death with horror, nor have recourse of defining the body as soul, nor give away to exaggeration in enjoying the bodily necessities of life. Realizing the true nature of the living entity, one should move about in the world free from attachment and steadfast in purpose. So that's why it's a very important to know the true nature of Jivatma. बहुत लोगों को कंफ्यूजन है. अभी इधर सामने पेन है, इसको पेन को हम लोग चाह रहे हैं, इसके पीछे कौन कारण है? आत्मा का रोल क्या है, मन का क्या रोल है, बुद्धि का क्या रोल है, चित्त का रोल क्या है, अहंकार का रोल क्या है, यही नहीं पता है. शुद्ध जीवात्मा का रोल क्या है, भगवान का रोल क्या है, कर्म का रोल क्या है, तो कैसे आप समझेंगे? तब भगवान की कृपा को कैसे समझेंगे आप जब फंडामेंटल आइडिया ही नहीं है? So that's what it is said here. Kapila Bhagavan, what he is saying? One should know what? Realize the true nature of the living entity. You all should hear Jivatma course. Yes? What is Jivatma? You all should know. Where it is? It is in my channel. Golokwani channel. So please hear Jivatma course. It's very important. So the characteristics of Jivatma, which are given by in Padma Purana. So Jiva Goswami compiled all those characteristics at one place. Actually, Jamatrumuni he compiled actually. So he gave the Karika, slokas. And based upon those Karikas, Jivatma from the Bhagavatam, he is showing all those characteristics in the Bhagavatam and he is elaborately defining what is nature of Jivatma, the true nature of the Jivatma. First of all, theoretically you should know. It's my request actually. It's not the promotion of my channel. And I don't need anything actually. Okay? I have all things sufficient. So you go and see that Jivatma course. So you can easily understand what is the nature of the Jivatma, which helps you to understand the philosophy. Please. Now I don't have much time. I know already explained the nature, but nature of the Jivatma is also Dasabhuto, Harehe, Kartrutvam, Bhoktrutvam, Gnatrutvam. All these are all the qualities. And how to prove the the true nature of the Jivatma, even with the in the material body. So many things are discussed actually. Srila Jiva Goswami Pa explaining many things about the Jivatma in Paramatma Sandarbha it is. But don't think Sandarbhas are such a strange book. Sandarbhas are nothing but what you know. What is Sandarbha? It's a guide. Very good. Guide on? It's a guide book. Sandarbha means guide. Guide book on what? I am asking in general. Sandarbha is guide. Guide books, what they do? Make easy on which book? Textbook. Main textbook. So guide books are made to understand main textbooks. Yes or no? Yes. So Sandarbha is guide book on whom? Bhagavata. That's another name for this Sandarbha is what? That Sandarbha's another name is what? Bhagavata Sandarbha. So that's why it's nothing but Bhagavatam only. A systematic explanation of Bhagavatam is nothing but what? Bhagavad Sandarbha, such Sandarbhas. It's very important for all of us. From that means you are reading Sandarbha means you are reading nothing but whom? Srimad Bhagavatam. Huh? No, only 6 Sandarbhas are. Our total 6 Sandarbhas are known as Bhagavad Sandarbha. You should read Bhagavad Sandarbha. That means 6 Sandarbhas. Tattva Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha, Paramatma Sandarbha, Krsna Sandarbha, Bhakti Sandarbha, Priti Sandarbha. A second one is Bhagavad Sandarbha. This is different, and all 6 are known as Bhagavad Sandarbha. And second Sandarbha is known as Bhagavad Sandarbha. There is difference now, Bhagavat and Bhagavat. Yes or no? Yes. While discharging devotional service in full Krishna consciousness, one should not be miserly. He should not unnecessarily show that he has renounced this world. Actually, renunciation is not possible. We should not become like a jnanis. In Krishna consciousness, what is required? If one renounces his palatial building and goes to a forest, there is actually no renunciation. For the palatial building is the property of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, and the forest is also the property of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If he changes from one property to another, that doesn't mean that he renounces. He was never the proprietor of either the place or the forest. Renunciation necessitates renouncing the false understanding that one can lord it over material nature. So that's why even Ambarish Maharaj in the big buildings, Pandavas also in the big palaces, but still we call them those are pure devotees. How it is possible? One may say that, oh, he's in the big building, Ambarish Maharaj is such a big post, how he can be a pure devotee? This is the principle actually. Even they are in the big buildings, they know that everything is, Lord is the proprietor and I am just a servant. बट इसकी पर्दा पर हम लोग मजा नहीं लेना चाहिए. ऊपर से बोलेंगे मौखिक रूप से, लेकिन दिल में एंजॉयमेंट मूड रहेगा तो अपने आप को चीटिंग करने की समान. That's also we should be careful. सम्यक दर्शनया बुद्ध्या योग वैराग्य युक्तया माया विरचिते लोके चरेण्यस्य कलेवरम् Charenyasya Kalevaram. Endowed with great vision and strengthened by devotional service and a pessimistic attitude towards material identity, one should relegate his body to this illusory world through his reason. Thus, one can be unconcerned with this material world. So that's why we should have a spiritual vision. Right vision means devotional vision. We should see the whole society, whole nature, everything, and with the eye of devotion, not with the eye of manish. Oh, this is a very comfortable place. I don't like. I can't be here. I can't go to temple also. It's not like that. So one should see with the eye of the devotion the whole resource, all the resources. In that way, you should so use everything in the service of Krishna so that Jivatma will be liberated actually very easily. Devotee's intelligence is always in touch with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's a purified intelligence they have. His attitude towards the material existence is one of detachment, for he knows perfectly well that this material world is a creation of illusory energy. Realizing himself to be part and parcel of the Supreme Soul, the devotee discharges the devotional service and is completely aloof from material action and reaction. Wherever he stays, his consciousness is completely untouched with the actions and reactions. So that's why when he fully surrendered to Krishna, so he is freed from actions and reactions of karmic actions and reactions. In the when we full surrender, devotee when whoever is not fully surrendering, what about them? After this, there are no karmic actions and reactions. Everything is even karma is there, but Krishna will be deciding what should be the reaction for him. But what about the devotees who did surrender fully? What about them? But they half surrendered. थोड़ा surrender किया. ऐसा नहीं वो कर्मी भी नहीं है. These are the karmis. They don't have any clue of the Lord and they didn't surrender to Lord. But people here, Krishna will make arrangements. That means will they have karmic reactions or not? Huh? Yes, very good. Ye yatama parpadyante tam stadaiva bhaja. The way he surrenders, the way in the same way Lord will reciprocate. चलो बहुत मुश्किल से एक चैप्टर पूरा किया. Thus end the Bhakti and the purpose of the third and 31st chapter of the Srimad Bhagavatam entitled Lord Kapila's instructions on the movements of the living entity. Next 32nd chapter, entanglement in fruitive activities. Kapila Vacha. Atayo gruhamidiyam dharma vasangruhe काममर्दं च धर्मान् स्वान् दोग्धी भूयः विपर्तितान्. The personality of Godhead said, the person who lives in the center of household life derives material benefits by performing religious rituals, and thereby he fulfills his desire for economic development and sense gratification. Again and again he acts the same way. अभी तक क्या देख चुके हैं? इस चैप्टर से क्या शुरू होगा? What we have seen till now, what is going to be started in this chapter? We have to know. In 30th chapter, what was discussed? 30th chapter हुआ क्या? जीवात्मा. तो जीवात्मा कर्मी जीवात्मा. Yes. 31st chapter. Yes. Yes. Very good. And now, अभी क्या चलेगा? द्वात्रिंशे तु सकामानां निष्कामानां च कर्मिणां पुनरावृत्त्यनावृत्ति प्रोच्य अभक्तान् निनिन्दच. What is going to be discussed in this chapter? In the 32nd chapter, Sakama Karma, Nishkama Karma. इन दोनों के बारे में, उसका रिजल्ट्स के बारे में बोला जाएगा. सकाम कर्म करने से क्या होगा? What is the result of sakama karma? What is the result of nishkama karma? And also in this chapter, whoever are not devotees, those will be criticized again. Okay, this you are going to learn. Sakama karma result, nishkama karma result. What we discussed in the 31st chapter? 31st chapter we discussed. Just a quick. एकत्रिंशे गर्भजन्म बाल्य पौगंड यातनाः प्रवाणेन जीवस्य भक्तिर्गर्भेऽपि दर्श्यते. In this 31st chapter we have seen baby, actually how it is developing in the womb, and after that birth, then after that his childhood, first boyhood, childhood and youthhood. What kind of difficulties it is getting, that we have discussed. Then we also discussed in this chapter how Jiva, Bhakta Jiva praying in the womb of his mother. That also we have seen. Okay. Now, तदेवम् अविहितस्य पापस्य कर्मणः गतिम् उक्त्वा विहितस्य काम्यकर्मणः गतिमाह. Till now, in the 30 and 31st chapters, we are seeing that Jivatma was sent to hell. Means what it has done, which kind of karma it did? Avihita karma. That means vikarma. If one does vikarma, where they will go, that is being explained. Where they will go? Tamisram, Andatamisra, Raurava, Maharaurava, and so on so. Yes? We have discussed this or not? In 30th chapter and also in the 31st chapter also it came again. Those who are attached to sinful activities, they will be going to. So that means by doing some vikarma, one will be getting the tamasika destination. We already read also 31, 32, 33 are going to describe what? On the first day I told. Describing about what? 25 to 29, what we discussed? सब ब्रह्म में लीन हो गया, जितना भी बोला जाता. रुचि नहीं है ना पढ़ने की, जानने की, रिवाइज करने की, कभी रुचि नहीं. हाँ? Yes, this we are going to discuss. So now, Satvik and Rasik, Nishkam Karma Yoga, if you do, that is Satvik destination. You are going to get liberation. That's Satvik destination. So you are going to discuss this in this chapter. And also we discussed some points of, so if you do Sakama Karma Yoga, what is the destination? That also we are going to discuss. In previous 30 and 31, we are discussed very clearly tamasic destination, going to hell by doing vikarma. One will go to hell. ये डायग्राम में इनको बारे में विकर्मी के बारे में हम लोग देख चुके हैं. Vikarmis, they do bad activities, sinful activities, and where they will go? They will go to sin. And karmis, where they will go? That we are going to discuss also. And Nishkam karmis, where they will go? They will be getting the liberation. So tamasic, rajasic, sattvic destinations they are going to get. Vikarmis get one destination. Tamasic. What is that? Hells. 28 hells. A rajasic destination of karma is what? Once again taking birth on the earth and getting the opulence on the earth. And what is the sattvic destination of karma? Liberation. Liberation from karma. समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? बस अच्छा लग रहा है, नहीं तो मैं किसको क्या बोल रहा हूँ समझ में नहीं। तो now vihita karmana gatimaha, that means karma which is prescribed by Shastra, and if you do that with the material desires, what destination you are going to get? You are going to get the 5T, punya, and you will be going to Swarga. Rasic destination is what? Going to Swarga also. Or getting the so much opulence on the earth planet. Getting the Gadi, Goda, sub. These are all what destinations? Rajasic destination of karma. So if anyone do so karma as per Shastra, but with the material attachment, or attachment for the results of that karma, then he is known as what? Huh? If someone does the activities as per Shastra, duties as per Shastra, but he has desire for the results of those activities, he is known as what? Karmi. If someone does the activities not as per Shastra, and he will be enjoying the results of those, then he is known as a karmi. So karmi also how many types? How many types karmis are there? Oh no, karmi I am saying. So whoever is doing the nishkam karmi, then he is not karmi. He is yogi, karma yogi, nishkam karma yogi. I am asking karmi. Oh, karmi is thief karmi, demigod worshipper karmi, and karmi who offer to Vishnu. Karmi is also three types. So karmi means what? He should be doing his duties as per Shastra and enjoying the results of those duties. धर्म करेगा, अर्थ मिलेगा, उससे इंद्रिय तृप्ति करेगा, मजा लेगा. So karmi, he will get the so what? So sense objects. By what he will get sense objects? By the because of rains. Rains, how they will be getting? Rains, how they will come? By yajna. Satisfying whom? Demigods. Parasparam bhavayanti. If you satisfy Indra, Indra is swaha, like that, if you give some ghee to him in the yajna, then he will give rains. Then from the rains, you will be getting the sense objects. Doodh, dahi, grains, all madhedar cheese. All come from where? From rains. Annat bhavanti bhutani parjanyad. Anna sampad. So, ऐसा मारा मानी कोई सो रहा है इसके अर्थ, ठीक है? उनको पता है, हमको पता है, अब किसी को बात नहीं पता है. हाँ, सकर्मी भी सकाम. So now, after getting that sense objects, that means doodh, dahi, all those anna, different types of anna you got, he should offer back to devatas and eat. Otherwise, what he will be? He will be thief. Stena eva saha. And if he offer to the demigods, then he is better than thief. But if he offer that to the instead of demigods, if he offer that to the Vishnu, then he is even better than the demigod worshipper. But he is offering to Vishnu with what consciousness? This can be to please Vishnu. He is offering no. Kuch mila hai. So that's it. The love, whatever karmi he has while offering that love is original love or duplicate love? Duplicate love. That's the prema bhas or pritya bhas. आभास है. कोई आपको कुछ चीज दे रहे हैं बहुत प्यार से, मैं बहुत प्यार से दे रहा हूं, लेकिन वो चाहते हैं आपसे कुछ, तो आप क्या बोलेंगे? अरे ये सब डुप्लीकेट है. बोलेंगे या नहीं? यस और नो? यस. ये डुप्लीकेट प्रेम है इसका, कर्मी का प्रेम, बिकॉज ही इज एक्सपेक्टिंग समथिंग इन रिटर्न. So that's a karmis karmarpanam is what? Is Priyanana Abhasa. Their love is only Abhasa. It's not original. Okay, what these karmis they do? They do dharma, and then after that they will get from that artha. By that artha they will be accumulating sense objects. Then by seeing sense objects, they will do enjoyment, and then what they will do? They will do more dharma, and more money, and more objects, more enjoyment, more dharma, more artha, more objects, more enjoyment. Like that, purayanti. That's right. That is the meaning of first sloka. For the persons who live in the center of household life, you know, so derives material benefits by performing these. And thereby he fulfills his desires for economic. Again and again he acts same. Okay. And such a person is known as what? Grihamedi. There are two kinds of householders. One is called the Grihamedi and the other is called the Grihastha. The objective of Grihamedi is sense gratification and the object of Grihastha is self-realization. This. Okay. इतना तक नेक्स्ट सचापि भगवद्धर्मा काममूढः परामुखः भजते क्रतुभिर्देवान् पितॄंश्च श्रद्धयान्वितः पितॄंश्च श्रद्धयान्वितः पढ़िए कोई एक ही फ्लो में चल रहे हाँ माइक दीजिए सुनाई नहीं दे रहे
Such persons are ever neither Krishna service, being too attached to sense gratification. And therefore, although they perform various kinds of sacrifices and take great vows to satisfy their devotees and for others, they are not interested in Krishna consciousness, devotional service.
Yes. What is being said here? So these people, these sakamis, karmis means sakam. कामना सहित इसको सकामी बोलते नहीं तो कर्मी बोलते. Such persons are bereft of devotion. They don't interested in any devotional service. अच्छा अच्छा काम करो, बढ़िया बढ़िया कमाओ और अच्छा अच्छा वस्तुओं को इकट्ठा करो आनंद लेने के लिए. बस यही जो दुनिया में 99% पीपल सब यही लोग है ना. लेकिन वो लोग कर्मी भी नहीं है. कौन है वो लोग? Vikarmi. Because most of the people nowadays they are doing all their activities not as per the scriptures. Prabhupada said, "Na, we should earn livelihood based upon occupations given by scriptures, and those should be very fair and not complex." So, but all our earnings, livelihood is what? Is fully complex and unfair. 2 घंटा काम करते हैं 20,000 रुपए आता है और एक व्यक्ति दिन भर 8 घंटा काम करते हैं 300 रुपए आता है. ये क्या है? इज इट फेयर मीनिंग? इज अ फेयर वे? इट्स नॉट अ फेयर वे एक्चुअली. इट्स मैन मेड डुप्लीकेट वेज. दीज आर ऑल cheating ways. Every human being by the hard work they do get some reasonable amount, but once is like this too much and another is like this. These are all not fair means. Man made, artificially made means, that's why they are not fair. So such an unfair means will be contaminating the heart. बहुत पैसा आ गया बस दो एक साल में, एक महीना में 10 लाख रुपए आ गए तो क्या करेगी वो? तो चित्त को क्या करेगी? हृदय को कंटामिनेट करेगा. That kind of money will contaminate. When you get the money by hard earning, good way is working on fields. And but that 1 rupee is also is so nice. It's a pure. That pure money will be purifying the, keeping the heart in mode of goodness. Okay. That's why mean should be what? What Prabhupada is writing there? Fame. That's the meaning of fame. It implicate actually. Unfair means definitely implicate our life, our consciousness. So now what is said here? Such a persons are ever bereft of devotion. Sorry, these karmis, they are bereft of so Krishna consciousness and they are focused in sense gratification. They do take up of these karmis, so they do take up of occupations as per Shastra only. But Vikarmis, they don't follow Shastra also. And they do worship of what? Demigods and four fathers. But they don't worship Vishnu. Some karmis they worship Vishnu, but with what consciousness they worship Vishnu? As a demigod. As a demigod. Demigod. They treat Vishnu as one of the demigods. These are all karma kandis, levels of karma kandis. This is all karma kandi. Karmis, they do karma kanda. So that's why kamaistai hritajnana, because of their desire for sense gratification has stolen their intelligence. Intelligence is stolen by their desires. So that's why those people they don't understand what is bhakti. They don't do. Even they read the Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, there is written also Vishnu is the supreme Lord and we should satisfy him. They cannot take it. Until unless they get the what? मर्सी एक बार बोलिए सब लोग संस्कृत में परम स्वतंत्र भगवत भक्त संग तत्कृपा जात मंगलोदय ना परम स्वतंत्र भगवत भक्त संग तत्कृपा जात मंगल तत्कृपा जात मंगल 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 हो गया जंगल में मंगल घर छोड़ देंगे तो जंगल में मंगल हो ही जाएगा सबका विष्णु but they think Vishnu to be a demigod. If they think Vishnu to be the supreme personality, they will come here then. They who will come to know Vishnu supreme personality of Godhead when they get the association of साधु माने इधर भी होना है ना तो इधर होंगे बोल वाओ कैच कर रहे हैं अभी लोग अभी फाइनली नहीं तो विष्णु कैसे देखेंगे नहीं वो he cannot his intelligence will not his own intelligence will not understand that he needs the mercy to accept Krishna as supreme Krishna as supreme. Otherwise, he will see that one of the demigod, and if I offer Vishnu as a procedure, I should offer everything to the last Vishnu. Then it will be complete. Then I can get my result. He will see like that only Vishnu. Purnahuti will be Vishnu, but he will never understand that Vishnu is the supreme and is the cause of everything. No, he will see that is a procedure in the karma, the yajna. I am doing. That's all. Until unless if they don't get association of mercy of devotee. Okay? These sakamis, their intelligence is stolen by their desires. Such a persons are bereft of Krishna consciousness. Bhagavad Gita doesn't accept such a rascaldom. And it is clearly stated that such a methods are meant for persons who are lost their intelligence. That means doing karma kanda. That means the artha and enjoying senses, sense objects is is not right way actually. लेकिन दुनिया पूरा क्या सोचती है, अच्छे से काम कमाऊंगा, काम एक पकड़ूंगा, अच्छे से पैसा कमाऊंगा, मैं आराम से रहूंगा। वर्क इज वर्शिप। ये दुनिया है। 90%, 99% दुनिया यही है ना। वेरी बैड। तस्य तया क्रान्तमतिः पितृदेवव्रतः पुमान् गत्वा चन्द्रमसं लोकं सोमवाः पुनरेष्यति। Such materialistic persons attracted by sense gratification and devoted to their forefathers and demigods can be elevated to the moon, where they drink an extract of soma plant. They again return to this planet. These people are interested in whom? Demigods. They feel, oh Chandra, oh Vishnu, oh Indra, oh Varuna. They like to go there. Surya Loka. If they do Kanyadanam, you'll be staying in the Surya Loka for 10,000 years. There are the different philosophies are there. If you do 100 Aswamedha yajnas, you'll become Indra. If you do this, you'll be getting the post in the Varnaloka, like that. There's Karmakanda is whole Karmakanda is describing about this karma and that result. Their intelligence is stolen by these attractive flowery words of the Vedas. But they don't understand, for all the yajnas, the bhokta is Krishna. They don't understand. Aham sarva yajnanam bhokta prabhurevacha. Krishna is saying. But they don't understand this. Because they don't have any mercy of sadhu. 10,000 साल सूर्य लोक में रहने की वास मिलेगा। लेकिन नहीं, वो लव मैरिज के बाद गई तो कन्यादान नहीं होता है। मैरिज की पहले किसी से संबंध रखी, वो कन्यादान नहीं, वो कन्या थोड़ी दान दे रहे, उससे पाप दे रहे हैं एक्चुअली, उसको रिएक्शन आएगा। जो व्यक्ति मैंने करप्टेड हो गई लड़की, उसको आप शादी कराएंगे किसी से भी, आपको पुण्य नहीं मिलेगा, उसको प्रत्यवाय कर्म मान इतना घोर नरक में जाके तो राजस्वला खाने की उनको दंड दिया जाता है पिता को। जो पिता अपना बेटी को संभाल नहीं पाया और उसको दंड मिलेगा नरक में। ऐसा नहीं कि इट्स माय स्पेस, लड़की बोलती है पिता, फादर, डैड, आई डोंट वांट योर कंट्रोल ऑन मी, आई नीड माय स्पेस, I will select and I will go whatever the way I want. Then you will go to hell. Who will go? Father will go hell. That's why they all these Kaliga people will be sent to Naraka. Very nicely punishment will be given for everyone. Law is law. Nobody can change. कलयुग से law बदलता नहीं है। यमधर्मराज का पूरा लिस्ट एक ही जैसा है। Only because of this stories. Most of things happens in Kali Yuga only. These things. Their children, like when I had been father got punishment, but he is a devotee. That's why he said. Yes. So Anga is saying. So yes, like that. So here the point is, these karmis, they get attracted towards worshipping four fathers and demigods. Pitrun yanti pitrivrataha, devan yanti devavrataha. Since they are worshipping devatas, they will go to Devaloka. Pitru, they worship, they go to. Most of the people in the society, they go for, they worship the Lord Shiva or the Devi Maya, Ganapati, this and that, like that. All Navagrahas.
तो ये पितृलोक का क्या है? पितृ कौन होते हैं?
हाँ, पितृलोक ये है जो जहाँ हमारा पितरों रहते हैं। ऐसा नहीं, गारंटी नहीं कि आपका सभी पितर रहना है। जो भक्त होकर भक्ति करके चले गए वो नहीं रहेंगे। ठीक, जिसको बहुत ज्यादा प्रेम है पितरों का, मेरे पूर्वजों को, उनका पूर्वजों को, सो दादा परदादा और हमारा पूर्वज, मैंने बहुत लोगों का ऐसा फीलिंग होता है मेरा पूर्वज को ही मुझे रक्षा करेंगे। तो ऐसा पितरों को उपासना करते वो लोग कहाँ जाएंगे? पितृलोक चले जाएंगे। भूलोक, भूलोक में पितृलोक रहते
सर दोबारा पैदा हो जाता
हैं। हाँ?
है, जो भी मरता है वो दोबारा पैदा हो जाता
नहीं नहीं, दोबारा नहीं,
है।
इमीडिएटली नहीं, नहीं पैदा होते हैं। तो वो लोग उसमें जितना पुण्य करते हैं पितरों का, जितना पुण्य उतना समय वो लोग भी रहते हैं। जैसे स्वर्ग में रहते हैं वैसे वो लोग भी रहते हैं अपना पुण्य क्षीण होने तक। तब तक कौन देना है उनको खाना? नीचे से हम लोग देना है हर 6 महीना में, पितृपक्ष में। वो हमारा 6 महीना उनके लिए एक दिन हो जाता है, इसीलिए।
क्या कर रहे हो बस कर लो अरे बात कर रहे हो।
अरे रुकी रुकी, आप बोले माता जी, आप कम। बाप रे, ये सब ज्यादा नहीं पूछ रहे क्वेश्चन, टाइम नहीं हम लोगों का आज। लास्ट क्वेश्चन ये प्रभु जी, आपका ले लेंगे ना।
सुबह को सारे जो पाप करे नरक में जाए। क्या करें जीवन
पितरों को उपासना करेंगे तो पितृलोक जाएंगे। पितृ नियांति पितृव्रता। पितृलोक को कौन जाए? पितृ देवताओं को जो उपासना करिए वो लोग पितृलोक चले जाए। देवताओं को उपासना करते देवलोक जाएंगे, और विकर्म करेंगे तो नरक लोक जाएंगे, और कृष्ण की उपासना करेंगे तो वो लोग जाएंगे। यस प्रभु, आप पूर्व पूर्व के ऊपर। हाँ, फोर फोर। ओके नेक्स्ट। अभी हम क्वेश्चन नहीं है अभी, 40 मिनट तक क्वेश्चन नहीं है। 9:40 9:15 तक। यदा चाहीन्द्र शय्यायां शेते नन्तासनो हरि, तदा लोकालयं यान्ति तयेते गृहमेधिनां, तयेते गृहमेधिनां। All the planets of the materialistic persons, including all the heavenly planets such as the moon, are vanquished when Supreme Personality of Godhead Hari goes to his bed of serpents, which is known as Anant Shesh. तो आपको एक समझाना है हमको। ब्रह्मा जी का एक दिन माने, एक दिन माने कितना? 1000 चतुर्युगास। वेरी नाइस प्रभु जी, इतना तो हम लोगों को भी पता है, इसको वेरी नाइस मत बोलो। जो कर रहा है ये क्या है? ये भूलोक है। भूलोक के ऊपर कौन है? ओहो, इसलिए ऐसे नहीं आएगा, चलो। ये भूलोक, भूलोक, स्वर्गलोक, उसके बाद हाँ तपोलोक, सॉरी, हाँ तपोलोक, महरलोक, महरलोक, जनलोक, तपोलोक, सत्यलोक। ये तो भूलोक है ना। मैंने बोला भूलोक के अंदर ही कैविटी में कौन रहते हैं? इसकी कैविटी है ये, तो क्या रहते हैं इधर? जैसे सुमेरु के नीचे अतल, वितल, सुतल, तलातल, महातल, रसा, रसातल और पाताल, ऐसे पूरा 14 लोग। ब्रह्मा जी इधर बैठे हैं ऊपर सत्यलोक में। इधर सत्यलोक, तपोलोक, जनलोक, ये तीनों में रहने वाला लोगों का आयु कितना है? ब्रह्मा जी की जितना आयु है उतना 100 years। उतना उनको भी आयु रहता है। ये तो भूर लोग है ना, ये स्वर्ग तो दिख नहीं रहे ना, इससे क्यों है? रेड ले लीजिए, दिख ही नहीं रहे। पेन कितना छोटा कैसे है? तो ये स्वर्ग लोग हैं। तो महरलोक ये, अरे सत्यलोक, अच्छा ठीक है, ये तीन सत्यलोक, तपोलोक, जनलोक का वासियों का उम्र है 100 साल, ब्रह्मा जी की जितना उम्र है उतना। तो ब्रह्मा जी का एक दिन में 1000 चतुर्युग रहता है, और उसके बाद नाइट हो जाता है। नाइट भी 1000 चतुर्युग होता है। जब नाइट होता है तब तक क्या होता है, ये स्वर्गलोक तक, माने स्वर्गलोक, भुवरलोक, भूलोक, और इसके नीचे जो रहने वाला आतल, वितल, सुतल, तलातल, महातल, पाताल, रसातल, रसातल, पाताल, सब क्या होता है, जल जाता है, सब नष्ट हो जाता है। नष्ट होना माने एकदम पूरा नष्ट नहीं है, लेकिन पूरा उधर सब कुछ जल जाता है। पहले प्रचंड अग्नि, उसके बाद प्रचंड हाँ, जो वायु चलेगा, उसके बाद प्रचंड जल से मग्न हो जाएगा। तो जब प्रचंड अग्नि हो जाता है तो क्या होगा, स्वर्गलोक पूरा जल जाएगा। स्वर्गलोक में जितना भी है, घर, गाड़ी घोड़ा, घर, सब कुछ खत्म बस। और महरलोक वासियों का भी वो हीट लगने लगता है, वो लोग भाग जाएंगे। कहाँ भागेंगे? जन, अरे सत्यलोक नहीं जाएंगे, जनलोक जाएंगे, ऊपर, ऊपर जाएंगे, भागेंगे। लेकिन महरलोक तो बचा रहेगा, लेकिन भागेंगे ऊपर। तो इस प्रकार देखिए, हर दिन में ब्रह्मा जी का 1000 चतुर्युग हुआ। सोने की पहले एक प्रलय हो जाती है, उसको दैनंदिनी प्रलय बोलते हैं, मैंने डेली प्रलय, तात्कालिक, स्वर्गलोक तक खत्म। अरे ये कर्मी लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, व्हाट दिस कर्मीस आर डूइंग, दे आर ट्राइंग टू गो स्वर्गलोक, हाँ, भूरलोक। हियर व्हाट, हियर सुखदेव, कपिल भगवान is saying, all the planets of the materialistic persons, including all heavenly planets such as moon. That means not Sargalok also, side to Sargalok, what are they? Chandralok, Indralok, Suryalok, और वरुण लोग, वायु लोग, सभी लोग हैं इधर भी, ये सब भी फिनिश हो जाएगा। वो छोटा छोटा है, वो 14 में नहीं आएगा, वो साइड है, छोटा छोटा रिसॉर्ट जैसा है। No. Apart from Sargaloka, those are small also there. So all these will be finished. All this Swarga and others also, other planets also finished. So now he is saying, Kapila, what is the use? Actually, these people's results also finished, and the locus where they want to go, they also will be finished. There are two kinds of dissolutions. One dissolution takes place at the end of life of Brahma, after 100 years. After 100 years, what will happen? All Brahmandas also finished. Everything is finished. But at the time, all the planetary systems, including the heavenly systems, are dissolved in water and enter into the body of Garbhodaka Vishnu, and Garbhodaka Vishnu will finally enter into the Karnano Vishnu, and these subtle and gross bodies, they enter into the Prakriti, and Jivas goes to the Karnano Vishnu. After the 100 years in the Garbhodaka ocean. So in other dissolution which occurs at the end of Brahma state, all the lower planetary systems means till what? Till where? Till Swarga. Everything will be out. Next, that much only. Ya ye swadharmana dushyanti dhira kamartha hetave nisanga nasta karmanaha prashanta chetasaha. Those who are intelligent and our purified consciousness are completely satisfied in Krishna consciousness, freed from the modes of material nature. They don't act for sense gratification. Rather, since they are situated in their own occupational duties, they act as one in expected to act. Actually, here Prabhupada is writing it as a devotional sloka, but this sloka, if you see what it is, Swadharma, they are following the Swadharma, Dushyanti Swadharma, Dhiraha, that means they are very so bold, Kamartha Hetave, so Nissanga, Nyasta Karmana, Prashanta, Suddha Chetasa. Nissanga, Nyasta Karmana, Prashanta, Suddha Chetasa means who are these? These are all. That means they don't want the result of karma. They are always peaceful. Whatever result come, and they are happy with that. They are not agitated with that. That's why they are peaceful. And they are not affected by the result of the karma. Suddha Chetsa. These people are who? Is Nishkama Karmi. This sloka is telling about who? Nishkama Karmi. So, Sakama Karmina Punapunaravritti Mukta Nishkama Karmina Punaravritti. You are understanding? What is the difference between Sakama Karmi and Nishkama Karma Yogi? What is the difference? Tell me. What is the difference between these two? Huh? Nishkama Karma Yogi doesn't have any attachment for the results. While doing his duty, whatever pain or pleasure comes, he is always tolerating. And whatever result comes, what he does? He offers to Lord with what? With love? With detachment. त्याग बुद्धि. जैसे गृहस्थ का घर में पुराना फैन वो ब्रह्मचारी को देते हैं. क्यों? प्रेम से देते हैं क्या? वो फैन से छुटकारा पाने के लिए. ये त्याग से देना है. ये त्याग से देना है. Okay, this is the thing. Person who work with the persons who work at their prescribed duties not for sense gratification. Nishkama karmis, they are not working for sense gratification, but for gratification of Supreme Lord. They will not do actually. Prabhupada anyway for that sloka he is giving devotional purpose. But Nishkama karma yogis they do work as per their prescribed duties. And the result they give to Krishna, for what purpose they give? What is the expectation for them? They don't want to get the entanglement of karma. So that's why they are offering to him. कर्म से मुक्त होने के लिए तो उसको भगवान में छोड़ दे रहे हैं. जैसे फैन से छुटकारा पाने के लिए वो ब्रह्मचारी में छोड़ दिया वैसा. ठीक है. तो लेकिन ये कर्मी जो भक्त के संग में आया, what he will do? He will do offer the result of his karma. He will also follow prescribed duties, and result he will give to Lord for what sake? With what mood he will give? Huh? With love. Why? Why? Prema is the goal. And for him, what is the goal? Mukti. That's why he is detached, living. समझ में आ रहा है या नहीं? इसीलिए कर्मार्पण भी कितना प्रकार का है. इनका कर्मार्पण क्या है? कुछ भौतिक इच्छाओं को पूरा करने के लिए. ये भी प्रेम नहीं, उसमें भी प्रेम का आभास. निष्काम कर्म में भी फल देते हैं, अपना कर्म का फल, लेकिन वे भी प्रेम का क्या है? आभास. और इनमें प्रेम है, इनमें भी प्रेम है. Regular varnashram. Okay. यज्ञ के लिए कर्म करना चाहिए। उसमें कर्म यज्ञ माने भगवान की, उधर प्रभुपाद भी लिखते हैं, विष्णु की संतुष्टि के लिए। विष्णु की संतुष्टि के लिए देंगे, लेकिन उसके पीछे आपका कारण क्या है? अब देखिए, कोई भी व्यक्ति को संतुष्ट करना चाहता है, उससे कुछ पाने के लिए यदि संतुष्ट करेंगे तो तब वो कर्मी हो जाएगा। लेकिन वो विष्णु को संतुष्ट करना चाहते हैं कर्म से छुटकारा पाने के लिए, तब तो वो निष्काम कर्मयोगी हो गया। लेकिन विष्णु को संतुष्ट करने, क्योंकि विष्णु को खुश करना ही उनका लक्ष्य है, तो वो भक्त हो गया। संतुष्ट तो कर रहा है, लेकिन उधर पीछे राज क्या है, कारण क्या है, ये देखना। पहले दोनों का वो संतुष्टि क्या है, वो प्रेम, ओरिजिनल प्रेम नहीं, वो क्या है, रिफ्लेक्शन। नेक्स्ट, निवृत्ति धर्म निरता निर्ममा निरहंकृता स्वधर्माप्तेन सत्वेन परिशुद्धेन चातसा। By executing one's occupation, one is posted in one's constitutional position by dint of complete purification of consciousness, and by thus executing so-called material duties, he can easily enter into the kingdom of God. ये श्लोक किसके बोल रहे हैं? निवृत्त धर्म निरता। निर्ममाः निरहंकृताः स्वधर्माप्तेन सत्वेन परिशुद्धेन चेतसा। ये श्लोक को मैं अभी एक्सप्लेन करता हूं, थोड़ा सा ध्यान से सुनिए आप लोग। छठवां श्लोक क्या बोलती है? निस्संग अनासक्ता न्यस्त कर्माणि इष्टर्म कर्मा। स्वधर्माप्तेन सत्वेन परिशुद्धेन चेतसा। सी क्या होता है, देखिए, अपना स्वधर्म को निष्काम कर्म की फॉलो करेंगे, माने सुख दुख आएगा उसको भी टॉलरेट करते हुए कर्म का फल भगवान को त्याग बुद्धि से समर्पित करने से क्या होगा, उसमें अंतःकरण का शुद्धि होता है। उसी को बोलते हैं शुद्ध चेतसा। शुद्ध चेतसा माने अंतःकरण की सत्वेन परिशुद्धेन चेतसा, माने चित्त शुद्ध होता है निष्काम कर्म योग से। तो फाइनली क्या होगा उसका? सूर्य द्वारा नित्यांति पुरुषम विश्वतो मुखम परावरेशम प्रकृतिमस्योत्पत्त्य अंत अभावनम अंत भावनम। So then finally what? They will be practicing jnana sadhanas, and they will become jivan muktas, and they will leave the body in what? In the aroha krama. That means urdhva gati, to go higher. That means to go to the higher way. That means in the uttarayana kala, in Shukla Paksha, in that, so to go to the higher direction. So in that timing they will see, and they will leave the body, and where they will enter? They will enter into Brahman. Okay, 6 and 7 shlokas are telling this area and this area. Okay, and before that shlokas are telling this shloka. And 31st chapter is telling about 30 and 31st, this area. What Vikarma doing and what are the results? Everything, whole Bhagavatam will fall in this diagram. इस डायग्राम को सीखने के बाद अब कुछ नहीं बचेगा सीखने के लिए। सच में इट्स नॉट एक्सॉग्रेशन, इट्स अ फैक्ट, इट्स अ फैक्ट। चलो अब आगे आप लोगों को थोड़ा सा स्लाइड में बिठाता हूँ, आगे फास्ट ले चलो। द्विपरार्धवसनेय प्रलयो ब्रह्मणस्तुते तावदत्यसते लोकम परस्य परचिंतका। Worshippers of Hiranyagarbha, expansions of the personality of Godhead remain within this material world until the end of two pararthas, when Lord Brahma also dies. ये क्या है? ये हिरण्यगर्भ कहां से आया? वेणुगोपाल तुम्हारे डायग्राम में कहा रखेगी इसको? हम ना हमारा डायरी छोटा मोटा लोग नहीं रखेंगे। ओके, हिरण्यगर्भ उपासक। हिरण्यगर्भ में कौन पता है आपको? कोई हिरण्यगर्भ? हिरण्यगर्भ उपासक मीन्स हु आर दे? हाँ, ब्रह्मा, ब्रह्मा जी को उपासक, ब्रह्मा जी को हिरण्यगर्भ भी बोलते हैं। ब्रह्मा को उपासना करने वाला, ब्रह्मा जब मरेंगे ऐसा रख लेना है। चलो अभी इसका एक रास बोलता हूँ। ये पूरा 4 श्लोक समझाता हूँ, उसके बाद श्लोक पढ़ता हूँ, क्योंकि श्लोक समझाना आसान हो जाएगा। पहले समझाता हूँ पूरा कॉन्सेप्ट। ब्रह्मा परमेश्वरस्य गुणावतार एव इति परमेश्वर दृष्ट्या हिरण्यगर्भोपासकानामपि क्रमेण भक्तिमिश्र ज्ञानेन ब्रह्मणा सह मुक्ति भवेत् एव। मुक्ति भवेत् एव। This is also kind of bhakti misra jnana, jnana path only. It is also left side it will come. So these people कहाँ गए वो? ब्रह्म में लीन होने के लिए ज्ञान साधना को उपासना कर सकते हैं, नहीं तो ब्रह्मा जी को उपासना कर सकते हैं। ब्रह्मा जी को भी उपासना कर सकते हैं। ब्रह्मा जी को उपासना किस प्रकार करना है? परमेश्वर परमेश्वरस्य गुण अवतार एव इति। कैसा वर्शिप करना है ब्रह्मा जी को? भगवान का गुण अवतार है ऐसा करके ब्रह्मा जी को उपासना करेंगे, और उस उपासना में थोड़ा भक्ति भी जुड़ना चाहिए, भक्ति मिश्र ज्ञान रहेगा उसमें। तो माने इसके अर्थ क्या है? वो लेफ्ट साइड में जाती हैं, ये भी लेफ्ट साइड में एक रूट है, लेफ्ट साइड में ये मेन रूट है, ऐसे ऐसे साइड में एक रूट जाएगा ब्रह्मा जी को उपासना करने वाला। तो माने बोलो ब्रह्मा जी को उपासना किस दृष्टि से उपासना कर रहा है? हाँ, गुणावतार है करके उपासना करेंगे, और तो उन लोग क्या होगा? उन लोगों को ब्रह्मा जी के साथ साथ उनका भी मुक्ति होगा। ब्रह्मणा सहते सर्वे संप्राप्ते प्रतिसंचरे परस्यांते कृतात्मनः प्रविशन्ति परम पदम। They will also get the liberation. Okay, next. ये तो केवलम हिरण्यगर्भोपासका, but someone who worship Brahma ji as Brahma ji, not the Gunavatar of the Vishnu, then what will happen? Then what will happen? Huh? Will they get liberation or not? No, they will not get. Brahma ji will get liberation, but his devotees will not get, provided if they worship Brahma ji as huh? Bapre. As Gunavata, as supreme Lord. If they worship Brahmaji as Gunavatara of Supreme Lord, with that connection, if they worship, then they get. But if they don't worship Brahmaji as Gunavatara of the Lord, just they worship Brahmaji as Brahma only. That means like how Vishnu is doing creation, is doing maintenance, Shiva is destruction, and he is the creator. He is the absolute creator. Like that, if you worship without any connection to Supreme Lord, then will they get liberation or not? So now we are going to see Dviparartha Avasana iti tribihi lokam satyalo. We are going to see next slokas 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. Also I will explain. Mahapralayasthi Brahma Muchite Ityaha. Ninth sloka, what we are seeing? In ninth sloka, we are seeing Brahmaji is getting, after 100 years of Brahmaji's lifespan, he is going to get the liberation. That we are reading in the ninth sloka. In 10th sloka, what is said? Evam Brahmanaha Mukta Vapi Tadupasakaha Bhaktya Bhavat Namuchyante. So here the why Brahmaji is getting mukti, but Brahmaji's worshippers they are not getting mukti. Why? If they worship Brahmaji as Gunavatar of the Vishnu, they are getting. But if they worship Brahmaji as Supreme Personality of Godhead or otherwise, that means he is independent Lord. He is independent. He is not having any connection with the Vishnu. So he is independent. Like that, with that drishti, if they worship, they are not getting mukti. Why? Because why?
Brahman is part of Krishna, and they are not still the part of Krishna.
Why?
But they are not the
Actually, yes, that's true. You are saying. Because the fundamental thing is what? If anyone wants to get the mukti, what Krishna is saying? Ameva ye prapadyante maya metam tarat. Even in the first case also, they are worshipping Brahmaji as Gunavatara of the Lord. In this way, they are worshipping whom? Lord only. Because of that, they are getting liberation. But if without any connection with the Supreme Lord Krishna to the Brahmaji, if you worship Brahmaji directly, in that case, there will be no liberation because Maya कौन पार कर सकते हैं? मामेव ये प्रपद्यन्ते माया में काम करें. Okay, that means Agatabhimanina. That means Vayam Hiranyagarbho Pasakaha iti Abhimanavantah. That means someone feels that I am the worshipper of Brahmaji and I don't need to see Brahmaji as someone's avatar, this and that. No. I feel great to worship Brahmaji and I feel proud of this. Then those will be, they will not be getting any kind of liberation. Next, one more thing. तो इसीलिए भगवान क्या बोलते हैं मम्मी को? क्या बोलते हैं? मम्मी मम्मी तो माता जी क्या बोल रहे हैं? 11वें श्लोक में बोलते हैं आप भक्ति करो, भगवान का शरणागत हो जाओ. ये ब्रह्मा जी इन सबका कोई पीछे पड़ना नहीं है. भगवान को शरण हो जाओ करके 11वें श्लोक में बोलते हैं. अभी 12वें श्लोक आ रहे हैं. 12वें से लेकर 15 श्लोक तक पूरा अब मैं बोल रहा हूँ. एकदम एक मिनट 11 श्लोक चलेंगे, उसके बाद 12वें से अभी एक बार पढ़ के जाएंगे, नहीं तो आप लोग कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे. रुकिए. Sloka I will read. Kshmambon Kshmambonalanilaviyan mana indriyata Bhutadibhi parivrutam pratisanjihishu Avyakrutam vishati yadhi gunatrayatma Kalam parakyamanubhoya parasvayam. After experiencing the inedible time of the three modes of material nature known as two pararthas. Two pararthas means two fifties, means 100. Lord Brahma closes the material universe, which is covered by the layers of earth, water, fire, and ether, mind, and ego, and goes back to, and that means Brahma getting moksha is said here. Next sloka. Evam paratye bhagavantamanu ye yogino jitamarun manaso viraga tenaiva sankam amrutam purusham puranam brahma pradhanam upayantya agata vimana. What this sloka is telling? The yogis who became detached from material world by practice of breathing exercise and control of the mind reach the planet of Brahma, which is far, far away. After giving up their bodies, they enter into the body of Lord Brahma, and therefore, when Brahma is liberated and goes to Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is the Supreme Brahman, such yogis can also enter into the kingdom of God. Provided here, provided condition क्या है? ब्रह्मा जी को किस प्रकार से उपासना करना है? इधर क्या बोला? ब्रह्मा जी को उपासना करके ब्रह्मलोक में ब्रह्मा जी के शरीर में जाएंगे और उधर से ब्रह्मा जी के साथ मोक्ष प्राप्त करेंगे बोल रहे हैं। कब सही है? कब सही? ब्रह्मा को गुणावतार है करके उपासना करेंगे। लेकिन इधर अगत अभिमान, अभिमान नहीं गया, मैं ब्रह्मा का ही उपासक हूं, मैं किसी का उपासक नहीं, ऐसा अभिमान रहेगा तो जाएगा वो? मोक्ष मिलेगा? नहीं मिलेगा। ये बात है आप लोगों को समझ में आना। वेरी गुड। नेक्स्ट, अततं सर्वभूतानां हृत्पद्मेषु कृतालयम् श्रुतानुभावं शरणं व्रज भावेन भामिनी। भामिनी कौन है? भामिनी मम्मी। Therefore, my dear mother, by devotional service take direct shelter of Supreme Personality of Godhead, who is seated in everyone's heart. He is saying that, so my mother, you should take the Sharanam Vraja. कहाँ? किसका शरण लेना है? भूत भाव। नेक्स्ट 12 to 15 ये पूरा इकट्ठा में हो जाएगा। अद्य स्थिर चराणाम यो वेद गर्भ सहर्षिभि योगेश्वरै कुमाराति सिद्धै योग प्रवर्तकै वेद दृष्ट्याभिमानेन निसंगेनापि कर्मणा कर्तृत्वात् सगुणं ब्रह्मा पुरुषं पुरुषर्षभम् ससंसृत्या पुनः काले काले नीश्वरमूर्तिना जाते गुणव्यतिकरे यथा पूर्वं प्रजायते ऐश्वर्यं पारमेष्यं च देवी धर्मा विनिर्मितम् निषेव्य पुनरायन्ति गुणव्यतिकरे सति गुणव्यतिकरे सति। क्या चल रहा है इधर? नींद आ रहा है? थक गए सब लोग आज? क्यों? पास मैं बोल रहा थक गए कैसे? My dear mother, someone may worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead with a special self-interest, but even demigods such as Lord Brahma, great sages such as Sanat Kumar, and Munis such as Marichi have to come back to material world again at the time of creation. ये इस लाइन समझ में आया? बोलिए आप लोग। मम्मी, someone may worship the Supreme Personality of God with special interest, with even demigods such as Lord Brahma, great sages, Sanat Kumaras, and Marichi and Munis, all they will come back to this creation, material world again. और भगवान को वर्शिप कर रहे हैं लेकिन फिर भी मेटेरियल वर्ल्ड कहा जाता है, ये कैसा भैया? क्या लिखा है उधर, समझ में आ रहा है ना? हाँ, वो जानना पड़ेगा. Next, when the interaction of three modes of material nature begins, Brahma, who is the creator of this cosmic manifestation and who is full of Vedic knowledge, and the great sages who are the authors of spiritual path and the yoga system, come back under the influence of time factor. They are liberated by their non-fruitive activities and they attain the first incarnation of the Purusha. But at the time of creation, they come back in exactly the same forms and positions as they had previously. That means they enter into the Mahavishnu, they also once again come back. Mahavishnu they enter, also they will come back. समझ में आ रहा है? अभी बोला जा रहा है ब्रह्मा जी के साथ ये सनत कुमारों, मरीचि मुनि और कौन है? मरीचि और कौन है? सभी डेमिगॉड्स, ये सब लोगों भी तो माने महाविष्णु में प्रवेश करेंगे और वापस आ जाएंगे. ये कैसा? हाँ, इवन दे आर वर्शिपिंग सुप्रीम लॉर्ड. माने इसके अर्थ क्या है? इसके अर्थ समझ में आ रहा है ना? इधर पॉइंट, they are all worshippers of whom? They are all worshippers of बिना ब्रह्म संसद के अतः भेद दृष्टिया, that means आद्य स्थिरचराणां सृष्टित्वात् कारण रूपे अपि वेद गर्भ सर्व वेद विदपि ऋषिभिर् मरीच्यादिभिः सह योगभिः साधकैः सह इति किं वक्तव्यं योगैश्वर्य सिद्धैरभिः सह वेद दृष्ट्या यथा रुद्रः संहरति विष्णुः पालयति तथा अहमपि ब्रह्मा सृजामि इति भगवतः सकाशाद् वेद दृष्ट्या यो अभिमानः तेन यत्कर्तृत्वं सृष्टित्वं तस्मात् सगुणं कल्याण गुणमयं ब्रह्मा महस्रष्टारं काले महाप्रलय काले प्रविश्य पुनः कालेन गुणव्यतिकरे महत्तत्वादौ जाते सति यथा पूर्वं प्रजायते ब्रह्मा भवति इत्यर्थः. इट मीन्स देखो ये ब्रह्मा जी कब आएगा वापस? जनरली नहीं आता है लेकिन वापस आ जाएगा. ब्रह्मा जी कब आएगा? यदि ब्रह्मा जी अपने आप को अभिमान करेंगे, विष्णु पालन करते हैं, शिव संहार करते हैं, वैसा मैं भी क्रिएशन करता हूं, और क्या है फीलिंग उनका? तो सकाशा वेद दृष्टिया मेरा और विष्णु का कोई कनेक्शन नहीं. भगवता सकाशात वेद दृष्टिया, भगवान से वो अपने आप को इंडिपेंडेंट है करके समझने लगा, अलग है करके समझने लगा. ऐसा ब्रह्मा जी बने वो पूरा सृष्टि करते हैं, बहुत कुछ सेवा किए हैं, लेकिन मोक्ष मिलेगा क्या? नहीं मिलेगा. वो महाविष्णु में प्रवेश करेंगे और क्या है? यथापूर्वम वापस, यथापूर्व में जैसा था वैसा प्रजायते ब्रह्मा भवति, वंस अगेन ही विल बिकम. समझ में आ रहा है? ब्रह्मा जी कब वापस आके ब्रह्मा बन जाएंगे? जब वो अपने आप को विष्णु से अलग है मानकर इंडिपेंडेंट समझ के भावना करेंगे तो ठीक है. पर तो ये बाकी मुनि लोग ये कब आएंगे? ये चतुष कुमार मुनि लोग और योगी से सब कब आ जाएंगे? माने मरीच इत्यादि. हाँ, वो लोग ब्रह्मा जी को उपासना करेंगे किस भावना से? ब्रह्मा जी इंडिपेंडेंट है, विष्णु से इंडिपेंडेंट है. Then even they worship Brahma, they also will come along with Brahmaji's back and they will also take their own positions. समझ में आया या नहीं आया? हाँ? What is that?
Although Brahma is thinking that I am independent, but if his devotees they see him as a good of God, then Brahma might come back and his devotee might
Of course,
worship.
it's possible. हाँ? हाँ, ये बात ऐसा ब्रह्मा जी कब आता है? काचित ब्रह्मांडवती ब्रह्मा ब्राह्मण ब्राह्मण योगी जन कुमारादि नाम अभक्तत्वम अभक्तत्वादुक्तम काचित ब्रह्मण. How many brahmanas are there? Millions and millions of brahmanas are there. How many brahmas are there? Millions and millions of brahmas are there. In that few brahmas, they are not devotees. And someone also they worship some Kumaras and some Marichis. In that Brahmanda, Kumaras will be there. Every Brahmanda, Kumaras will be there or not? Marichi, all will be there. Prajapatis will be there or not? Yes, they all, some Prajapatis, some Kumaras, they may worship Brahmaji as independent or different from the Vishnu. And such a worshippers also, after entering into Mahavishnu, in next time, they will come back.
Speaking of the verse,
Sloka.
it is mentioning someone may worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead, not Brahma.
Supreme Personality of Godhead means here the artha is, we should take like that, Brahmaji. Brahmaji also Supreme Personality of Godhead for them. Okay. Vedagarbha. So, here they are worshipping the Brahmaji actually. That's why they are, how they are worshipping? Veda Drishtya. Veda Drishtya. जाएंगे क्या? माने वेद दृष्टि दसने सकाशात् वेद दृष्टि ये अभिमानतेन यत्कर्तृत्वं स्व ब्रह्मा जायते तेपि माने तत्संगिनः महर्षादयः अपि कर्म ज्ञान योगादि विनिर्मितं विनिर्मितं अणिमाद्यैश्वर्यादिकं पूर्व महाकल्पे एव निषेव्य पुनर्महाकल्पान्ते आयान्ति आवर्तन्ते. Why they are coming? Because they are worshipping Brahmaji as independent Lord. So people may ask, अरे ये तो ज्ञानी है ये सनत कुमारास, how they are coming actually? So not the every Sanat Kumara in Brahman, most of the 99% Sanat Kumaras, all they will go back to they will get liberation. But some Sanat Kumaras and some Marichadi Rishis, how this, especially Sanat Kumaras, how they see then Lord, if they are Jnanis, we say, they see Lord as what? Vishnu, they don't see like as Supreme Personality of Godhead. They see Vishnu also as Maya, Vidya Pratbimbita Chaitanya. Maya Shabalita Brahmatva Buddhya. मान इसका अर्थ क्या है? जो जैसा अद्वैत देखते हैं, अद्वैत कैसे देखते हैं भगवान को, विष्णु को? ये मैंने बोला, हाँ? विद्या प्रतिबिंबिता नहीं होगा, बस विद्या प्रतिबिंबित चैतन्य जैसा बोलते हैं. ऑलरेडी मैंने इसकी पहले बोला, उसमें देख लीजिए, तो टाइम नहीं है मेरे पास डिटेल में देने को. माने विष्णु को ट्रांसेंडेंटल बॉडी करके नहीं देखते. कैसे देखते हैं? वो जो ब्रह्म ज्योति माया का एक अंश विद्या है उसमें प्रतिबिंबित है, और इसी को क्या बोलते हैं? विष्णु. ये बोला भैया, आप इतना एकदम स्ट्रेंज फेस लगा के देखते थे, हम कैसे बोल गए. ये पॉइंट इसी में क्लास में बोला, इसी सीरीज में बोला कुछ दिन पहले मैंने. तो इसीलिए ऐसा दृष्टि देखते वो लोग. इधर कोई प्रश्न पूछ सकते हैं, ये कैसा भगवान को देखते हैं ये ज्ञानी लोग होकर, तब तो ये ऐसा देखते हैं. ठीक है, ये हो गया, अभी टाइम भी हो गया, 15 श्लोक तक हो गया. अभी कल और परसों है, और परसों भी है. हाँ? आज शनिवार है क्या? आज कौन सा? हाँ हाँ हाँ, तो फ्राइडे भी है बोला ना। हाँ यस, 2 दिन है अभी भी, 1.5 चैप्टर है, लास्ट चैप्टर छोटा है, कर लेंगे। थोड़ा रेस्पॉन्स देकर एकदम चौका आंसर बोलते रहेंगे, मजा आके एकदम उत्साह से बोलता हूँ, एंकरेजमेंट नहीं आया। एनी क्वेश्चंस?
So at the end of Brahma, so the ones who reside in Upper Janaloka and Sathiloka, all of them are destined to get Mukti with their separation along with Brahma.
If Brahmaji, if they worship Brahmaji as Gunavatar of the Brahma, Vishnu, they can get liberation. If they don't worship like that, they will not get actually. They will also come back. That's the point. And Brahmaji also, if he feels himself as I am the proprietor and I am independent from Brahma, independent of Vishnu, and I don't have any connection with the Bhagavan, then he will also come back. Otherwise, they will go back. बट ऐसा कुछ ब्रह्मांड में होता है, ऐसा हर ब्रह्मांड में ब्रह्मा जी इंडिपेंडेंट होकर बिहेव नहीं करते, काचित मैंने सम ब्रह्मांड
Immediately they come back, but they go into the
they will go to Mahavishnu, that means day is over, then because their lifespan is 100 years, 2 pararthas, end of parartha they will come back. After 2 pararthas, everything winded up into Mahavishnu, then they will come back. They will not get liberation.
entry into the body of Vishnu and entry with a different.
See, every after 100 years they enter, na, every jivatma, in conditioned jivatma also enter. Avidya avrita, in whom? That is not moksha. Why? That's not Brahmajyoti. Why they are coming back? Because why those jivas are coming back from Mahavishnu again? They avidya, still avidya covering is there, na, cover, and that's it. But if avidya is removed, karma is removed, and that jivatma go and merges in the Lord, then that will not come back. That is Sahaja Mukti. Bhagavad Sahaja Mukti, Brahma Sahaja Mukti, like the 2 types. If they merge into the Brahman body, Lord's body they merge, then they will not come, because there is no avidya and karma. Liberation means even going and merging into the Karnana Savishnu is also liberation. And in his effulgence, going and merge also is the liberation. Because there is no difference between the Karnana Savishnu and Brahma Jyoti Krishna. Because this is Swamsha only, na? So they are not separate from Purusha separate from Krishna. No, they are all included in him only. So you may say here and there, but everything is it's possible. महाविष्णु को वर्शिप करके उसमें जाने के लिए प्रयास करेंगे तो जाएंगे उसमें. They will not come. Provided that's why I'm saying not every Brahmaji. Not every Brahmaji like that. Some Brahma. It's fine. But in case of the Brahma, so they are actually the devotee of the. They do as per their devotion, as per their. There will be Gnani Brahmaji also. They go and merge into the Brahmajyoti. There will be the Vaikuntha Vishnu, they might worship. They want Krishna also. There are innumerable Brahmajis are there. Liberation is 5 are there. Sahaja, Salokya, Samukya, Sarishti and Sarukya. Can you come again? Mahavishnu, because those who worship Brahmaji as independent. They go into definitely into Mahavishnu. Na at the 100 years over means where they will go. They will go into Mahavishnu, and next once again they will come and become respectively. Right. They will go and merge into Brahmajyoti, whatever that means, as per the type of the target. If they want to, if they do Ashtanga Yoga and on Mahavishnu, and they will go and merge into the Mahavishnu Yoga, finish. It's possible. That is also liberation. And if they meditate on the Brahmajyoti, they will be going and merging into the Brahmajyoti. But everything is liberation. So everything is known as Sahaj Mukti only.
Many times we have heard that even going to the Brahmajyoti, they have to return. It's not, they can stay there forever.
Who can return? These people will return. Those who want Shiva Mukti, that means in the body there, but still there in the Brahma Samadhi, but still there in the body. If they commit any offense towards the Vaishnavas, then they will fall down from that state. Not that
But there they can also commit Vaishnava.
Why? Because since they don't have respect for the devotees, now devotees are moving in front of him. But he didn't, he see everything as one. Because of this also aparadha is happening, then they fall. Anadruta Ishmadangraya. Anadruta Ishmadangraya means, is there, it is said that those who are committing offense towards your lotus feet, they will only fall down. The Jiva who chanted the Brahmajyoti, there is no chance to commit any offense. That's why that will not fall down. Any object, that means inertia of motion, is always in that motion until unless there is external force. Similar karmi until unless there is the association of spirituality. Similar, the fundamental principles are all. Okay.
Like they also or lines between the lines. So
No, you should hear us.
that would be our fortune project.
Yeah. You hear my channel, all the lectures are there, Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, you can get everything.
Yeah, your lectures are there, Bhagavad Gita also.
Yeah.
Okay, there are no.
अच्छा माता जी नोट्स नहीं रख रहे हैं क्या? अच्छा वो बिजी हो गई लोग. अर्चना माता जी नोट्स रखती हैं सब क्लास उनकी.
You should give some important lectures.
अच्छा नोट्स माने कौन सा वो ट्रांसेंडेंटल डायग्राम सबका नहीं है. जो जो माता जी बना पाई उतना का रहता है. माने उसमें डिस्क्रिप्शन में जाएंगे वीडियो के नीचे, उसमें रहेगा तो रहेगा, नहीं तो नहीं.
तो कहीं पर स्लाइड पे सारा
हाँ हाँ वो तो पूरा ड्राइव में रहता है पूरा. लेकिन आपको पता नहीं चलेगा कि ये नोट्स किस लेक्चर का है.
टाइटल होगा, तो टाइटल होगा इस टॉपिक पर
एक बार देखना पड़ेगा. तो जैसा भी आपको भगवत गीता लेक्चर्स पूरा ऐसा गीता साराधलेश करके नाम पर प्लेलिस्ट में है. तो पूरा भगवत गीता पहले 18 चैप्टर का, मैंने पूरा 18 चैप्टर का उसका नोट्स का हिंदी में, इंग्लिश का तो नोट्स है लेकिन हिंदी का नहीं है.
नहीं,
इंग्लिश का है. और उसमें आप जाकर लिख, अगर डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में क्लिक करेंगे तो उधर मिल जाता है. लेकिन सब में नहीं है, कुछ कुछ में है, कुछ कुछ में नहीं है. अब
ड्राइव
से मिल जाता है. एक मिनट में ड्राइव में भी देखता हूँ. हाँ अच्छा, आई कैन सेंड नाउ. प्रभु को पैसा भेज देता हूँ. नया वाला भी भेज दिया. नया वाला भी भेज दिया. नया वाला भेजो मत दे. कल ही मैंने भेजा सैटरडे ग्रुप में है. और रिवाइज और भी रिवाइज करना है, उसका रिवाइज आएगा तो मैं दे दूंगा उसका रिवाइज, लेकिन मोस्ट रिवाइज वर्जन नहीं भेजा गया आपको। सो दूसरा एक बात है, तो ड्राइव में पूछ लेना था तो देखता हूँ एक मिनट।
महाराष्ट्र
हाँ अच्छा अच्छा, महाराज का वीडियो एकदम बहुत अच्छा है, आप सही याद किए।
टाइटल लिखो फॉर द सेट, एक भीतर टाइटल तो लिखो, बिना टाइटल के लिखो, ठीक है, ये करना है, ये करना है, से डिजाइन करना है,
वो मैं वो वीडियो में भेजता हूँ, किसको भेजा वो वीडियो? अच्छा अच्छा
मुझे एक और क्वेश्चन आता है माइंड।
हाँ
जब ये देश यूज करके के अनुसार चीज को सब बॉडी या क्रॉस बॉडी देते हैं, ये सारे कंस्ट्रक्ट्स लाइक बना के होते हैं,
सारे
प्रोटोटाइप बना के।
हाँ प्रोटोटाइप 20 चैप्टर थर्ड के
आप क्यों पढ़े वो सारा
वो प्रोटोटाइप्स हैं, उसके बाद अकॉर्डिंगली वो माता पिता को सेलेक्ट करके उधर बेच के वैसे बॉडी वो प्रोटोटाइप मिल जाए ऐसा करते हैं।
ये सेट द फर्स्ट कॉपी ऑफ ऑल दीस इन द फर्स्ट।
वो बहुत बड़ा कॉम्प्लेक्स इंजीनियरिंग, उतना जरूरत नहीं हम लोग। ब्रह्मा जी अल्टीमेट
एक प्रोटोटाइप से बना के हाउ दे कम ऑन दिस प्लैनेट
थ्रू द माता पिता मदर।
human species species on first.
He created initial trees, initial all those things he will create. Initial all the service reptiles, trees, and all the things they he prepared and he sent. So he will make sure Mataji, that details are not there in Bhagavad. It's engineering work, na actually. It's very what is so Brahma is the creator, actually, like that secondary creation. Subtle and gross body is given by him. That's true.
Like the human species they came from sperm, like
Mataji,
human species they came from sperm.
हाँ descendants of Swayambhu.
So that we can connect.
Yes. क्या जरूरत है इतना, हम लोग को शुद्ध भक्ति करना। Ultimately we understood that whole creation is happening and he is taking care. ब्रह्मा जी secondary creation. That's all done. And उसमें details में जाके उसमें मजा नहीं। That means we are understanding that Krishna is ultimate, supreme, and he is the main creator. माता जी मैं अर्चना माता जी को पूछ के बोलता हूँ इसमें, उनका नंबर है आपके पास?
आपसे कैसे
वो ट्रांसजेंडर माता जी
आपको भी नंबर दे दो, हमें ग्रुप बना देंगे कोई आप सबको ना,
ये नंबर है
बच्चे
माता
यूज करते रहे।
अच्छा वो ऑनलाइन में है, फिर वो सुन रहे हैं क्या? अच्छा वो है, वो सुन रहे हैं।
लिंक का लिंक दे दीजिएगा नोट्स एंड
एक मिनट रुकिए, उनको अभी मैं बुलाता हूँ। कैमरा दीजिए। మాతాజీ రాండి మీరు ఆన్లైన్ లో, మీ సిస్టర్స్ ఉన్నారు ఇక్కడ। या माता जी कंपेयर करेंगे। ये नेट नहीं है क्या?
ऐसे सुनते हैं तो कुछ शायद ऐसे फिर भूल जाता है, सुनते हैं फिर भूल जाता है, याद नहीं रहता।
लिंक क्यों नहीं है?
हाँ चला गया सब।
लिंक వచ్చింది చూడండి माता जी, इसमें नहीं आएगा, कैमरा इस तरह से काम कर। Hare Krishna Mataji.
ప్రభుజీ వినిపిస్తుంది, కట్ అవుతుంది, వాయిస్ కట్ అవుతుంది. హరి వినిపిస్తుంది వినిపిస్తుంది.
Come close.
Hare Krishna Mataji.
హరే కృష్ణ.
Thank you. For your wonderful service, Mataji. Nice notes. Nice notes,
मैंने
Mataji.
मेरा लेक्चर सभी सुन के वही कंपाइल की.
Mataji, you're so quick.
హరే కృష్ణ.
हाँ सबमिट किया हमारे. एक मिनट है. ये है अभी.
హరే కృష్ణ.
మా అడుగుతున్నారు మాతాజీ వీళ్ళు. ఏంటి మీరు అడుగుతున్నారు? వాట్ యు ఆర్ ఆస్కింగ్?
Mataji, we wanted the notes, but whatever notes are there, you must be keeping at some drive. So can we get the drive link? Gita
Yes,
lectures
Mataji.
and Bhagavatam lectures notes.
Yes, Mataji. Actually,
What
I upload the lectures in the videos itself. You'll find the link in the description box. But otherwise, if you just send me a message, I can send you the drive for Bhagavad Gita or for particular course. If you want, I can send it.
Your voice is very low, Mataji. Can't. We are trying to connect some.
one minute ఒక్క నిమిషం ఉండండి మాతాజీ. ఇప్పుడు చెప్పండి.
Hare Krishna.
సరే.
You're able to hear?
చెప్పండి.
I was saying that I can send you the drive. You just send me a message and I can send you the drive for Bhagavad Gita classes if you want. But otherwise, individually, under the lecture, in the description box, you'll find the link for that particular lecture. If you go to Golokvani YouTube channel, and if you go to a playlist, wherever the notes is available, you'll find it in the description box. But if you want the whole set for Bhagavad Gita, I can send it as a drive. I can do that.
Yeah, Mataji, drive link will be helpful, Mataji.
First you give Bhagavad Gita, so they will study that and then whatever they want, they can get one by one. Yeah.
Yes, yes. I'll do that.
So whom should we send? And you will forward to him.
And
And he'll forward to the book.
yes.
Good night.
Okay, Mata, thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Thank you.
Thank you.